All right, here we are. What's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream. So today's stream shall read new Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V and Hot 151 surprise giveaway and Oddish break. What is it? All right, good. We'll hit it save there. All right. Yes, we still have the Oddishes from the 420 break day. Maybe I should have just done one of them so that there would have been more focus. Let's see. Let's jump over here. Of course, the real problem was we missed the daytime stream that day. That kind of sucked. But speaking of missing the daytime stream, man, I was tempted to not do this one. I'm so tired. It's crazy. We're going live for Wednesday day. I am bonkers tired right now. I got like 2 hours of sleep and that was it. I had to take Karis to the doctor early in the morning. She had an appointment for all of her fertility treatment and stuff like that. And today she had like a little small surgery. And oh man, it took like 5 hours. It was so tired. We went so early and I was so tired by it by the end of it. But so anyway, so here we are. I'm very, very tired. Let's see. What is this? Inspection fail code. Da 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 da. Okay. Looks like we have to do some kind of upgrade to our other house. All right. God, dude, there's always 1,000 things going on. I'm going to open this. Mr. Speaking Like it's still 420. Well, it's 422. Now let's go ahead and grab these. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and pin this. Good. Earn cash back on your next Walmart run. How do I get all these ads? All right, that's done. And Apple charged me $20, but I don't know what I got charged for. Boy, that better be something I wanted. That's a lot of money, actually. $20? Does it say for what? Uh, iTunes or something? What is this? Wait, can I actually view it? No. Don't you hate that? They charge you this money and then they don't tell you what it's for. They just say you paid it. They're like transaction ID, blee blee blue blop. They don't tell you exactly what you bought. It's like they don't want you to know. They're like, don't worry about it. But $20, that's a pretty large amount of money. So I hope I'm not paying that a month for something. I'll have to look into that. All right. Let's go ahead and refresh the website. I think we brought the website in and pinned it, right? Didn't we? Is it pinned? Yes, the website's pinned. Good. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to go. That's been a recurring charge for you. It could be a recurring charge. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a way to look this up. They charged me $10 a month. Let's see what I'm paying for. There's got to be a way to look that up, right? Let's see. Dooba-dooba-doo. Let me ask ChatGPT. I just got charged $20 through Apple, but it doesn't really tell me what I paid for. How do I look that up? All right, we'll let that load. Let's go ahead and turn on the iPad. All right. iPad's coming on. Welcome, guys. We're in vertical mode, as we do in the daytime stream. All right. iCloud data. Let's see what AI says. Open settings, tap your name, tap media purchase, tap view account, tap purchase history. All right, settings, tap my name, media and purchases, view account. It's doing my scan ID. Let's see. Oh, purchase history. Haha. Oh, it's ChatGPT, huh? Right. I have ChatGPT. I wonder if that's worth it. That's funny because I actually used ChatGPT to look that up. I wonder if that's worth it because I know what you get with that. You get unlimited photos that you can upload to ChatGPT when you pay that. And that's been useful. But I question now with Grok and with Google if that's truly necessary anymore. Right? 20 times 12, that's $240 a year. That's like what? That's like a whole Pokemon card, man. It all adds up. Law, you pay for that? Yeah. I do pay for that. We are. Let's see. Here's Vibrava. Here's Tifa. Oops, Tifa. Put that there. Here's this guy. Here's, hey guys, what's up, Mr. Whipple? But ChatGPT didn't tell him. We'll set that there. All right, here is Scalipede. Well, I purchased that because I wanted the AI to analyze photos for me. That was why. And I've used that multiple times. But you're not allowed to upload a lot of photos at once unless you have their premium plan. That's what's going on, okay? So that's why it can actually be pretty useful. How are you guys? Do you ask them about doing drugs versus physical activity? Yes. Hey, what's up, Mr. Dread Slayer? How's it going, man? All right. Let's see. We'll click on this. We have Mr. Nathaniel Martinez. Mr. Nathaniel, one Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity. Oh, wait. That says 10 hours ago. Let me hit refresh on that. Mister, you still buying high-end stuff? Great question. No, I haven't bought anything in a little while, actually. I haven't bought anything serious in a little while. So we do have an order. One Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity collection, got a bag. Can the red eyes in my bag get a solo sleeve? So did I already process that one? So I don't think I processed that one. So we're going to go ahead and process this one. Nathaniel Martinez, he might not be here. All right, let's see. We'll grab this and put this here. All right. I bought that Yu-Gi-Oh pack when you ended the stream. Oh, okay. You are here. Nice. Hey, what's up, man? Very good. All right. Put that there. We'll put this in here. And now we'll go ahead and grab another Yu-Gi-Oh Rarity collection. Where's my Yu-Gi-Oh Rarity collection? Here it is. All right. Let's go ahead and snip it. All right. Snipping time. What do we got? Oh, Divine Arsenal Zeus. Wow, I've pulled this before, but in a different set a long time ago, years ago. And back then, it was really hard to pull a Starlight Rare. Here's Super Quantum. All right, perfect. So I believe we did just get a ton of this in the mail. Like, we had the initial round of these coming, and then I got a full, complete, stock of them now. So we have a lot of Rarity V. Very cool. Thanks, man. Putting that back over here. Oh, wait a second. You go back over here. Thank you so much for that. Let's see what's next. Jesse Salinas, one surging spots, one spot in the Oddish slab. Yes, sir. All right, one spot in the Oddish slab. The Oddish is a cute card. It has my signature on it. It has, it is dated for 420 this year. I think that's a lot of fun, all those things put together. There's 3 spots left at $25 a spot. Jump in here. Don't forget, it's actually also a PSA 10 tops Oddish. So just from that perspective, it has value. Now, once Surging Sparks, where are we keeping them Surging Sparks? Where do we keep them? I think they're way back there. They're way back here. Aha, good. We want more Dreamlike. Yes, Dreamlike's on the way. I guess we should have ordered a ton of it, apparently, because there's so much of it being open. Here we are. It's so strange because the other Final Fantasy doesn't really sell that much. So it's weird to see that we've got all these other Final Fantasies and then Dreamlike's selling really well, but the other sets are not selling really well. So it's very strange. There we go. They aren't rare, by the way. The 50th Gengar. What are we talking about, Mr. Colonel Laba? I mean, there's 8 billion people. 50K seems a bit rare. All right, so we got some hollows. Jesse Salinas. Let's go grab your bag. Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate it, man. Here we are. Ooh. So I am super tired. I had 2 hours of sleep last night. Pretty rough. I tried to take a nap before we went live. I thought that would help. It didn't. It just made me like mega groggy. What's up, Marius? How's it going, man? I mean, who knows? Maybe that was actually a pretty good nap. I can't tell. I don't feel refreshed. Jesse Salinas. All right, that's all caught up. Let's check the website. So we knocked out the early orders. Let's take a look. We got this trade slab. I remember 6 wanted a spot in here. So did Sarah Dusenberry. Of course, I think they better be here before we work on the trade. This is the current trade break. The person, Rafael Gonzalez, is in there already, and he traded to get in here. It's a $20 break. It's 10 spots. It's a big card, actually. This is Vending Series Eevee, and it's actually really expensive. Vending Series cards are going for a lot of money, thousands of dollars. So here's a nice 9 of the card. And of course, we know it's nice because tag's a really harsh grader. And yeah, we did this earlier with a Aquapolis Slowpoke, and that one ended pretty fast, actually. You guys see that earlier? Here's the consignment break. We always have a consignment break for Vaporeon. Here's our rare candy break. It's Bubble Mew. Here's the Blaze It. Here's the Mega Tyranitar. Okay, and what else we got? We got the second chance slab, which you can only get in here if you have very bad luck. You have to have bad luck to get into that break. And then finally, the 420 break, we'll set that to the side. I'm not going to worry about that one right now. Let's focus on one Oddish at a time. So right now, we're going to focus on the Blaze It Oddish. He's almost done. We just need 3 people in there and it finishes. Some beautiful breaks today. I noticed we're missing a lightning break. Other things that are of notice, we have this really cool Nintendo Game Packs box break with 3 people in it. Nice. And we have the Team Rocket break, the Destined Rivals break over here. Okay, so a lot of breaks, obviously. Yeah. I got a couple slabs in the mail today. What did I get in the mail? You guys want to see my mail? I know you guys like to see my mail. Yeah, more Bubble Mews. Yeah. Javier says, can you put me in the trade side with the store credit? Yes, sir. Let me do that real fast. All right, so we're using a little store credit here. Yeah, it's too bad about being sold out of those Final Fantasy cards, man. I'm really surprised at how popular they are. But they're not they're not at a crazy price. They're at a pretty easy price right now, so they're not super expensive. And so that part makes sense. And then that Unis the Unis signature slab must be or card must be really desirable. You are? Okay. So that's up to 2 out of 10. All right. Let's see where this goes. I think we just got a Mr. Jeff order. So, Jeff, it's your birthday week. Happy birthday, man. How's it feeling, man? Let's see what's going on. He's opening some stuff for his birthday. He wants a Final Fantasy booster, a 5 Tiers of the Planet, and 3 of the Legacy Collection. Oh, yeah. That's a big one, actually. Yep. I was just talking about this, and you said, hold my Pokemons, fam. Let's see. So, what do we got? Whoa. Tears of the Planet. Where am I hiding Tears of the Planet? Hidden Legends. From Nightmare. Wow, we just got way too many bags of cards over here. I got to put these somewhere, man. I think I put these over here because I want to work on like submissions and stuff, and then they just pile up. The bags do. Oh, there's deck number 2. Was that there the whole time? There's D2. Here it is. What is the pack split pack? We have Jungle and we have Fates Collide. Fates Collide actually made a lot of progress. Here, you get you this bonus for your birthday. And then we go a 1, a 2, a 3. That's the Legacy Collection. Very cool. Okay. Legacy Collection. It's a specialty set. Okay. And here's Hidden Hope. Hidden Hope. Tears of the Planet. Oh, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My birthday's next week. What? Everybody's having a birthday. All right. We're all getting old. Ew. Put this in here. Can I go in there? Yes. And then, will this fit in here? I don't think it will, actually. It'd be nice if it did, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Nah, that's a bummer, huh? All right. Throw this baggie away. We don't need that baggie. Okay. And now we got all these cards. What to do? Like, what to do with all these? Set that there. Set this here. There it is. There's like a whole box, a whole bag of Topps cards. Dang, dude, look at all those Topps cards. What? What? That looks great. I don't even know what I'm doing with all this stuff. It's just in a bag. Sarah, Mr. Nice, old AF. Yeah. This is very important, Russ, that collects Charmander slabs. How can I help you? There we go. How much do I need to trade to get in? Oh, how much to get into the trade slab? It needs to be about $20 worth of value. So that's what we set it as, $20. And I'll kind of have a sense of when we hit $20. Let's see. Let me place this here. There we go. Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay, let's start snipping. Okay. We'll just snip these. I'm glad you're opening the Legacy collection because I actually am curious what can be pulled out of those. I remember we bought them and they didn't actually sell very much. So I really wanted to see more about like what you can actually pull. There we go. Should put more of those into the jumbo pack break. Oh, speaking of the jumbo pack break, there's only 2 spots left in that, guys. 2 spots left in that jumbo pack break. Okay, so there's the crystal. Ta-da! Does Sarah get a different YouTube name? Yeah, yes, she did. Ready? All right, Tears of the Planet. We got Lucia. We got 8, not to be confused with 9. Here's Young Fanfrit. Scorpion Sentinel. Dr. Sid. Kind of like Dr. Seuss. Halom. And here's a little Aerith. All right. Okay. Now, tossing that away. Here's the Legacy Collection pulls. Strago. Ooh. Notice how the holographic style is different on the Legacy Collection. Here's EX Death Full Art. Ooh. Okay, there's EX Death Full Art. Here's Matt. Here's Matt. He's just Matt. There we go. All right. Very lovely. Not a lot of bulk in those, notably. Yeah, so those are really fascinating to me. You pull the EX Death out of there. Is that good? Did you like did you pull him in a very few packs? Do you normally have to open a ton? I don't think so. I think that those legacy packs or they were like 10 boosters per pack, weren't they? Per box. Here's the Final Fantasy. Now this is really expensive, guys. This is $130. Still looking for those super expensive chocobos. Good luck. We've got Hero. Arden the Usurper. Ooh. Golbez, Clad in Darkness. Summon, Mage's Sisters. The Darkness Crystal. Master Seymour Butts. Oh, Cloud, Midgar Mercenary. Here's Plains. Okay. Prompto Argentum. Very cool. Renoa, Self-Destruct. Adelbert. Here's Albed Salvagers. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Aerith Rescue Mission. That's kind of neat. All right, there we go. And Town Greeter. Ooh. All right. Set that there. Ooh. Go ahead and sleeve this up. What do you think of that particular booster, Jeff? You think that one was good? Let's get this Prompto. Prompt 2. Okay. Okay. You know, I was in the waiting room waiting for Karis to come out of like this little surgery she just had. And I spent a lot of time. I was just thinking about all the cool products we offer. And I was thinking it would be cool to create sort of like a new thing on the channel, a new product. Because that's what we do. We do like the binder break is a new product, for example. I'd love to have it if there was some kind of RNG product we sold where the way it worked is it kept track of your luck. And if your luck is bad over and over again, it eventually becomes good luck, kind of like the way software works. Look at that. Cool, man. All right. Was an okay pack. Nice. Okay, tossing this over here. And I believe you have a box. So we're going to grab this box. Wait, you have a box, but you also have a bag over here called the Hits bag. Excuse me. All right, so that's going to come out of here and go into the Hits bag. Okay. How about that? Look at that. Now we're getting smart. SMRT, smart. I'm smart. What would be the rules for the new RNG product? I don't have any rules in particular. I just thought it would be cool if there's like, like you can buy into breaks, and if you miss, you miss, and there's no redemption to that. What if you like actually kept your name card, and if you miss, it gets like a check mark to it or something like that, right? And and then maybe that check mark card goes into like a tier or something like that. I don't know. It's an interesting. I was trying to think of like, because I think they do that with software. With software, if you have bad luck, eventually you get good luck. And that's not RNG like it appears. What it is the software doesn't allow you to have luck that's too bad. And so I was thinking about that. I was like, if software's found a way to pull that off, I had to find a way to pull that off. Some way to track if you've had bad luck and eventually it swaps into good luck, no matter what. I was just thinking about that. I thought it was an interesting idea. Look at this. So, got this beautiful pear sect from Wind from the Sea. I thought it looked really cool. We're going to convert that over. I got to make that CGC submission where we convert a bunch of those over. All right. So, where are we now? Let me hit refresh on the queue. Happy, seems hard to do. You never know. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. We just started. I can see the queues are open. Oh, I'm sorry. We got an order over here. What's interesting today is we do have a new product on the menu. It is these Yu-Gi-Oh! V Rarity Collections. That's brand new. It's on the menu. It just arrived. Nobody's pulled anything crazy out of it. Jesse Salinas says, one surging sparks. Wait, I already did that one. Wait, let me hit refresh. Why does it do that? When I see the email and I click on it and it shows me an old email, that's got to be some kind of like, there we go. Okay, Christopher Houghton, can I please have one Japanese 151? You want a Japanese 151 and a Japanese Terror Festival. You got it, man. Sure. Here you go. What are these? And one of these. I ought to add up one of those booster pack products, the jumbo Japanese booster pack products, because I think this guy got much more expensive over time, and I haven't adjusted for that in the actual Japanese jumbo booster pack. It might be underpriced. Pull me my Union Arena signature serialized AP 100 exists print runs arena known unlike your 2026 Mega Gengar. What are you talking about, Kurna? Kurna, you like Union Arena? There we go. All right. 50,000 Gengars already pulled. You talking about like from the Japanese set? Certainly not from the English set. What do we got? We've got, ooh, here's Fur Alligator. Ooh, look at that guy. Very cute. And now the 151. You ready? Okay. Nothing crazy coming out of there. Nothing crazy coming out of the 151. Just some normal cards there. Christopher Houghton. All right, I'll pop these into your bag. For Alligator's cool looking though, but it'd be nice to pull him as a Master Ball. All right. I don't know if it makes sense to compare Gengar to some serialized numbered card, right? There we go. Because by definition, you're taking a card with the low print run and comparing it to a card with a high print run. If you were to take a Pokemon card with the low print run and then also compare it to your card with the low print run, pretty sure it would blow the Union Arena card out of the water. There you go. All right. 10% or less hit market, 5,000 Gengars already graded. They are. Oh, yeah, Zapdos. Are you complaining about the population on the Gengars? I mean, I'm pretty sure Pokemon's a lot hotter than anything Union Arena's made. Union Arena, I struggle to sell it. Pokemon, I can't get enough of it. Mr. CS Man says, I forgot how much a backsword is, but I have no idea what I have with you right now. Ooh, great question. Okay, so CS Man, let's see. Where did I see your stuff? I saw some stuff for you. I cannot get Pokemon cards in stock without paying some high fees for it. But there's Union Arena coming out of my ears. It's everywhere. Here's CS Man. A little Brett Love baggie here too, huh? Okay, Brett Love. We gotta work that too. Okay, and grab this. This one says, oh, this is nothing. Okay, that's some kind of junk bag. That's Mike's side. Let me put a sticker on this Mike's side box because the sticker fell off earlier. Just saved me some trouble. All right. I'm comparing anime and game made for adults with known value versus children's cartoon. Uh, what are you talking about? Any Union signature serialized? You're talking about Union Arena. The only problem with Union Arena is nobody wants it. This guy's gonna start screaming on the other side of the mic side. Yeah, the problem with Union Arena is I can't sell it. I've had a lot of Union Arena products. Sometimes they sell, like if it's a hot booby card set, which tells you a lot. It just means people will buy a sexy girl card. Doesn't have to do with who printed it. It just people like girl cards that are sexy. Other than that, Union Arena's been terrible. I constantly consider permanently removing Union Arena. I would rank it as the worst selling set that I consistently have. Yeah, Union Arena is quite easily the worst selling set. So it's funny that you would like make that comparison. It's like, you know why there's so many Gengars? You know why there's so much of it printed? Because people actually want it. There's like a huge difference there. So CS Man, I swear you got a bag over here or something. Is there a bag for you over here? No? Maybe I'm just imagining it. Oh, I see. Your slabs are over here. All right. So CS Man, you got some slabs over there. Let's see. It's been a little while, huh, Mr. CS Man? It's been a little while. Let's check this box here. Yeah, the reason there's so many of those Gengar is because people actually want Pokemon. Union Arena, you can't convince people to buy it. Just sits there and sits there and sits there and sits there. Let's see. Looking for any other places? I don't think there's some any other places. Sarah Dusenberry. Ah, ha, ha. One more bag, CS Man. See, I know what I'm doing. I knew there was probably one more bag. I had a feeling in my stomach. There we go. I got it for you. Let's move these Sarah Dusenberry bags over here. There we go. By the way, anime is made for children, and I say this as an anime enjoyer. There's a reason they're published in Shonen Jump, with Shonen meaning young boy. Anime does well, you know. Cartoon adults enjoy cartoons too. It's not just kids. It's like saying, as an adult, you're not allowed to enjoy SpongeBob. What's a problem with SpongeBob? What if I like Charlie Brown? And then you got cartoons that are specifically for adults, but they're still cartoons like Family Guy, The Simpsons. Well, I don't know. What's The Simpsons made for adults? Futurama, Rick and Morty. You know, there's a ton of adult cartoons, and so yeah, and some animes are quite adult. They're like extremely adult with nudity, elements of horror, torture, murder, violence, blood. So I think that Pokemon's a very inviting product that you can play if you're an adult or a kid. And there's gonna be products like that. Like for example, Mario is the same way. You can play Mario, and so can your kids. Your kids can play Mario. That doesn't mean that as an adult you're not allowed to enjoy Mario. It's like, what's wrong with Mario? So I don't know what you're implying. I don't know if there's like a specific Union Arena set that you're wanting people to open. Is there like a Union Arena set that people are supposed to like, Mr. Kurna? Kurna's having some mental stress. All right, CS Man, I liked that. You had some XY product in there. This is your secondary baggie. I see you have a Master Ball card right there. That's cool. Bunch of Japanese hollows. By the way, if you don't want these Japanese hollows, you can trade them in. In fact, you can trade a lot of this stuff in. You've got all these ARs. So these ARs are tradable to get into stuff like the EV break, right? So you can get into the EV break without spending any money. Looks like you've had a couple of these graded. Those are typically a little cheaper, but these are the expensive ones. And look back here, you got a Seismitoad. That's pretty gradable. This is a 9.5 plus. I would take a risk on that. Snivy, definitely great Snivy. Here's Kyurem. This guy got 9.5. That sucks. That got a 9, that got a 10, that got a 10, that got a 10. So you got some pre-graded stuff back. Oh my God, you got some good stuff back here. See, this isn't very good. Oh, nice, dude. Look at that. So stuff you want, you can keep. Stuff you don't want, you can get rid of in trades, or you can just have him mail it all home to you. Here's some more of those hollows. So there you go. That's one thing we've been doing a lot of recently. We've been doing a lot of trades recently. It's a great way to liquidate your stuff without having to sit down and list it on eBay and sell it one at a time and package it up and ship it out. Plus, you avoid taxation too. That's one of the best things about trading. So, yes, man, I'll keep you in a yellow overflow box on my right side. That's what we're doing with your bags. Keeping it on the right side of the table in a yellow box for overflow. Let's see. You're trying to compare a 30-year established game, Pokemon versus a 2-year game. I don't even know what you're talking about, Kurna. What are we comparing? You only thing I know you like is you like Union Arena. Solo leveling flopped for Union Arena. I don't know if there's a single Union Arena set that has sold extraordinarily well. Like nothing I've bought sold extraordinarily well. Take whatever you want. That isn't ridiculously expensive. Do me a favor and realistically compare what Pokemon was doing on year 2. Oh, how was Pokemon doing in its second year? It was like the most record-breaking game that ever existed. That's how it was doing. They were releasing so Pokemon Red and Blue had already done like insane record-breaking sales. They had done a trick that other video games had not done. They broke their game into two versions, red and green, actually, right? So they had red and green, and because of that, people were buying two copies of the game. And since it was such a innovative and absolutely loved game, it was just selling through the roof. It was beating every other franchise by far. And then they released it in English too, as Red and Blue, right? And then they released Gold and Silver. That's a big hit too. So in his first 2 years, Pokemon's setting all kinds of records, and that's why 30 years later, Pokemon's continuing to set all kinds of records. All right, but that's how it was doing. So would you like a spot in the EV? Is that what you're saying? Let's get that EV card out. Here it is, the trade slab. There we go. Read my message above. Yes, you said, Mister, take whatever you want. That isn't too expensive. All right, so let's remove your bulk hollows. We'll trade those toward the EV. All right, we'll just take a chunk of those. Your black and white hollows. Probably not much I'm going to do with them. And then, you know, you got all these ARs. I'd be willing to pay like, it depends, like if it's a stinky AR, maybe like $3. If it's a nicer AR, maybe like $5. But yeah, look at this, like Electros. Like, I don't think that's going to be worth too much. We can actually look these cards' values up online. I have not done that in the middle of one of these trades, but let's give it a try. Ooh, I got to sneeze. Woo! Take the bad ARs for shut up. Oh my gosh. How about those sneezes, man? All right. Colonel Laba apparently really likes Union Arena. You're allowed to like whatever you want, man. No one here is saying you can't like what you want. All I can do is tell you what sells. Like, it's easy to sit back and say UA's the best, but when you actually have to sell it, the customers will tell you if it sells or not. Okay, so see, a card like this is going for about 5, right? So let's go 1. Let's see, 1, 2. I like Larvesta. 3, and I just want to see what kind of options we have here. I'm not picking like the best Pokemon. I'll leave those for you, okay? Sniffly Nose here. Leaveney, got the Rita. Scrafty. Not a lot of options, man. I guess I'll just take the Muna then. All right, so that'll get you a spot in the EV break, if that's all right with you. I'm telling him he's not allowed to like it, says Aovic. All right, shout out to Mr. CS Man. He's a cool dude. He's in college right now. He's got a lot of passion for Pokemon, and uh, I know the last time we talked, you were trying to think of like a way to make a maybe like a pricing model predictor or something like that. It's a pretty neat idea. I think it would be tough to make any of those things. I wish I had more time to help you with it. I don't really have a lot of time, unfortunately. It seems every day I'm squeezed for time all the way. This you can take more if you want. I really don't care. Here, let me write you down for this. And what we can do if you want, we can take another round of those and put you for 2 spots in here. Would you like that? If you're not a big fan of those ARs, let's see. So we gave you 1 spot in there, and if you'd like 2 spots, we can do that too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not a big fan of these particular cards. Maybe we do one more. Actually, if we traded out Cobalion for a different one, I don't even think Cobalion's very popular, but I know he's going to be more popular than. I hate these stupid little monkeys, dude. I hate the monkeys for some reason. The monkeys just like trigger me. All right, mister, just take all the cards you know. I won't grade. Well, here, I'll just grab these ARs because the truth is these ARs will cost you a lot of money to grade. And then when you sell them, they will not make much profit. So even if they grade 10, which some of them will not, some of them will grade 9. What'll happen is you'll go to sell them, and by the time all the fees are done, you will not actually make much money from that. But the thing is, I didn't really want all these ARs. All right. So there you go. There's a big chunk of ARs have come out. Let's count them up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you got 21 there. And let's say we valued them around $4. That'd be $84. I don't know if I really want all of them. That would be a pretty big trade in. The problem is some of these I really don't want. So I don't value them at $5. Like this guy, I don't even think anyone would buy him. You know what I mean? Got the tell, I think it's got the tell. It's like, it's just weird. Maractus might sell. I feel like Maractus might sell. Chinchino might sell. Cobalion might sell. I don't even think these guys would sell very well. So here's the problem. I don't necessarily want all of them. Let's see. I guess what would happen in the event that I'm not enticed by them, what should happen is the value on them should go down. That's what should happen. So I can tell you these 4 right here, I could easily get you another spot in the EV. So I'll take those 4 right there. None of those are very good Pokemon. Like Scrafty, no one buys Scrafty. I just know he's better than like some other Pokemon in that group. Mister, just take it for free. What? All right, there we go, Mr. CS Man. Well, we got you 2 spots in there. If you really want to donate these, I will accept your donation. But if you're going to do that, I'm going to put you on the donation giveaway over here, the Sarah box here. And then the other thing I would do is I would write you up on the donation box, the donation tab, so that we know that you were generous and gave money at some point. So we actually post these in our Discord server. They're like the donation scoreboard. And it lets people know in a permanent way that once upon a time you were really generous. We are. Number 12, CS Man. And what would we say? Maybe $60? We'll say you donated $60. Wow. Dono. Hey, mister, just curious how shipping works. If I ordered shipping, it's my first time. Yes. When you order shipping, I receive it in the queue. And then what I do is I print a label. If I don't have your address, you have to get me your address. So that's up to 4 now. If you don't give me your address, I can't make the label. So if you use PayPal, PayPal gives me your address. If you use the website usually gives me your address. But in all other cases, you can send me the address here to cardconomist@gmail.com. Shipping is $9 in the US. It's a flat fee. So the more cards you have, the cheaper the shipping technically is because you're only spending $9 for a huge shipment. You know, so there you go. So that is how shipping works. Now, after that point, I print the label out and it goes to Miss Alexis. She does the shipping. Excuse me. Oh man, I got this Wegovy stuff is so strong, it's crazy. I got like nausea from eating chili today. So, anyways, she receives the label, and then on Monday and Friday, she'll package your stuff up, and the next day the mailman picks it up. So that's officially how our shipping works. So sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. All right, you got two spots in there, Mr. CS Man. I'm new here. How do I order? Thanks for the donation, Mr. CS Man. I really appreciate it, man. That's cool of you. Whew. People notice when you're not here, CS Men. They remember. They go, where does CS Men go? If I spend money for product, if it's ascended, my max pull is around 1,000. If I buy UAE, there's 5 pulls over 1,000. Serial SIG AP is 5K. I prefer better hits and chases for my money. Colonel Laba, there certainly is sort of like a breakdown of, your odds per dollar, like your chance per dollar. I think there's a real term for it. It's called expected value or something like that. I think I've seen AI talk about that. So if you put if you buy a booster pack of Steam Siege for like $100 versus a booster pack of uh let's say Roaring Skies for $150, the irony is that even though Steam Siege is cheaper, you might be getting less per dollar based off of your pull rates, how much was printed, the demand, all these really complicated variables that some of those variables you can't even get real data on. So now you're doing that. You're saying the expected value is higher in Union Arena versus, whatever it is, versus Ascended Heroes, right? That's what you're claiming. You're saying Ascended Heroes is so unlucky, the pulls are so difficult. There's too many of them. Yeah, but if you look at actual sales data, it's flying. It's selling so fast. So if you pull the Union Arena signature or whatever it is, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to sell very easily. You know what I'm saying? So it might sit there for months before it sells, or weeks, or however long. Because what I can tell you is the booster packs don't sell very fast. So the booster packs don't sell fast, and I would suspect if the booster packs don't sell fast, neither do the signatures or whatever the chase card is. Yes, Pokemon in Japan, Pokemon in America is extremely risky. Unknown print run numbers. Japan Pokemon isn't risky because Japan laws don't allow fraud. A thing is not fraudulent unless it's legally fraudulent. So what you say is Pokemon should legally be forced to reveal their print runs. But if there's no law against that, they have not committed fraud. You funny man. Serge says, Mister, I met someone in real life who used to watch you. Oh God. Keyword used to. All right. Very good. That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm a little bit famous. I think we have a new guy. It's Mr. AC Simmons, live custom booster. Hey, what's up, Mr. AC? What's your rarest cherries art? Oh, I got them. I got some rare cherries arts. All right. 1, 2, 3. I think the rarest Charizard is probably that hand drawn Rockstar Mahi Charizard, but Sarah has that now. Ah, darn. Mr. AC, that's a cold one, man. Was this your first time order, AC? That would destroy most values and drop all floors. If print run exists, you understand that, right? Even AI said that. All you're saying is that if people knew Pokemon printed a lot of its product, the value would go down on it. Sure. But look at Sword and Shield Evolving Skies era. Everyone thought we were in the new junk era for Pokemon because, as it turned out, they did print a lot of Evolving Skies. You could tell by the pop counts on the Umbreon. The pop count started exploding past 10,000. Everyone was like, well, this is junk era now. Now it's still climbing, and it's at 5,000. So it's like, watch this. I'm going to show you a trick, Mr. Kernelaba. You're going to love this. Watch this. I'm going to show you a trick. So I'm going to draw this guy. Okay. So look, he's got a real hard on for Union Arena. It's going to say, I love Union Arena. And his name is Bob. Watch this. You're going to love this. So that's Bob, and he's got a big hard on for Union Arena. Now, he is first edition. He's also one of one, and he's a signature card. All right, so he's got all those things. Watch this. He's the only one on the planet. That's true. That's actually factually accurate. This guy Bob, he's the only one on the planet. First edition, one of. Oh, I wrote one of two. Hold on, wait. We'll fix that. Can't be one of two. It's got to be one of one. Let's scratch that out real fast. One of one. There we go. I don't know what took me over. Maybe a demon. All right. So one of one. Now, what is the value of Bob? He's only one of one. You guys should be tripping over yourselves to acquire this card. It's only one of one. It's a signature. It's first edition, and it is a card. It's a collectible. No one's going to pay anything for Bob. I mean, they might ironically pay something for Bob because of our conversation. But let's say he was really for sale, $5 maybe, $5. So the population, it turns out, really didn't matter. First edition didn't matter. The signature didn't matter. None of those things mattered. What mattered is, do people want it? And so you can talk numbers all day long, and Pokemon can print Charizards like they're energy cards. At the end of the day, Union Arena doesn't sell, and Pokemon does. That's all there is. I don't know what Union Arena needs to do to make its cards better. Maybe better artworks, maybe new art styles. Like Union Arena, it's actually very similar to Weiss Schwarz. You know that? Union Arena and Weiss Schwarz. Actually, Weiss Schwarz is a Japanese company, and Union Arena is a Bandai company, if I recall. I can't remember. Is that Bandai? I think it's Bandai. Wait, I got some over here. Let me show you some Union Arena that absolutely won't sell. Yeah, it's Bandai. Here they are. So Bandai Namco. You know what's ironic about Bandai Namco? They've got Pokemon cards that sell like crazy. They go for huge numbers. But then also Bandai Namco's the company that prints One Piece, which is doing very well. So the real problem has to be this brand right here, Union, right? So you got One Piece sells, Dragon Ball sells. Those are both Bandai Namco, but these don't sell. They're Union Arena. So they don't. I mean, I can prove it to you if you want. They really don't. Maybe you should buy some from me. You should buy some Union Arena in the spirit of reinforcing your idea that it's so hot, bro. It's so hot. But I'll tell you what is hot. Pokemon. Just can't stop selling it. It's just flying, dude. Flying. And they can print a gazillion of them, a gazillion and two, and they'll still sell. That's how it's working right now. Those are the rules right now. Pokemon's on some kind of bender that no other company can even get close to. They're like, how many of these should we print? A trillion? All right. And then they just sell. All right. So this is for our friend AC Simmons. You're not going to walk away empty handed with me, Mr. AC. I think this was your first order, right, Mr. AC? Let's see. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. What we got here? I want cheap blank. What? Let's see. Let's take Hunter X Hunter, the creator. He's extremely famous. Yep. That's all cool. I bet you if a different company printed the cards, maybe the Hunter X Hunter would sell well. Ace, his fits time order. Yes, AC. All right. Very cool, man. So we got, boom, a free card for you right there. I might have another free card for you. You like two free cards, right? If I were you, I'd prefer two of them. If I could just find something suitable, maybe, maybe get you a cute little Sylveon, a cute little Glaceon. So a couple free cards for you, man. First time order, guys. How cool is that? Welcome, Mr. AC. Is it Ace or AC? I think it's AC. What are your thoughts on tag grading long term, any and liquidity value of the slabs? You know, it's ironic that PSA is coming under attack by the government. Oh, thank you, government. That's what we really needed was for you to try and sue PSA because PSA is doing so much harm to our society. So it's ironic that our government is wasting our tax dollars to sue PSA when you have PSA's competitor tag just exploding in popularity, and CGC still exists as well. So you got AGS, you got tag grading, you got CGC, you got all these companies overseas, which our company, our American company, PSA, it's an American company, is competing with global companies for card grading. But don't worry, our own government's shooting them in the foot. So that's useful, right? So it's ironic that the government should go after them when it's so obvious PSA does not have a so called monopoly. How can you call it a monopoly when a company can just waltz right in and just start exploding in value? All that's really going on is there aren't a lot of grading companies and only a couple of them are really popular. That's it. The real problem is PSA is popular. Oh no, quick punish them for that. PSA is popular because they made a good product. Oh no, punish them for that. Throw them in jail. Take their money away. Split them apart. Damn, dude. Our government sucks, man. It sucks so much. This is not the monopoly that needs to be looked at. There probably are monopolies that need to be looked at. You are. So I would say if PSA had done something like tried to sue tag grading for trying to exist, like, hey, you can't exist because you're making slabs and that was our idea. Now might be time to look into monopoly issues. They don't do that. PSA is like you could build a company. You could build a company. You could build a company. Anyone can build a grading company. We put a grading company together, right? PSA didn't sue me for tags or for slabs or whatever that look like they're from PSA, right? They could threaten to sue even. So our government's wasting an enormous amount of our taxpayer dollars to pursue PSA, a company that brings a lot of money to the United States from around the world because it's a good company. That's it. They're a good company providing a very good product. It's so stupid. I hate it. I'm sure the other companies don't exactly love it either. It's like it's easy government overreach. And Tags, I think Tag's a nice company. I think Tag sells well. They got a crystal clear case. They got faster turnaround times for now. Yeah, they do well. I have 120,000 VHX microscope with 50,000 zoom. Should I create a grading service? Sure. Anthony Donofrio says, okay, but do you see Tag selling them for a lot down the road, or will it ever be the same value as PSA? It's a good question. I mean, why not? What would be the reason that it wouldn't do that? It's like why do Beckett slabs do so well? Why do pristine CGC slabs do so well? So yeah, I don't think it's not rocket science, right? Like card grading is not rocket science. All they're doing is they're doing a forensic scan to see if it's authentic, and then they're doing software imaging to see if there's flaws on the card, and then they're putting it in plastic. It's actually pretty low tech when you think about it. It's not that complex. And so, tag grading, if they do a great job, they have fast turnaround times, they don't damage your cards too much, they have a cheaper service. Yeah, I sell these all day long. People buy them all day. They have one of the nicest looking slabs. That's one of the big selling points of Tag is the slab itself just looks really clean. Like, look at this. This is a Sabo promotional card. And just look at how crystal clear it is when you zoom into this. It's really pretty. You don't get this from PSA slabs. Actually, PSA, their slabs are improving. They got like the new heavy slab, but they don't always use them. Look at that. It's like looking through glass. And so you're just not going to beat Tag at having a better looking slab. But all and you get the grade report, it's like life changing. You ask yourself, wait a second, PSA could have done this the whole time, but they charge more money and they have when you get a good grade on a good card, they upcharge you too, and they damage cards pretty often actually, probably from the sheer volume of cards they get. So there's competitive arguments for grading with Tag. It's a nice look at the actual numbers of cards that those companies grade. It's minuscule. It's minuscule. Tag surpassed SGC grading already. It grades more than SGC. And so, yeah, PSA acquired these two actually relatively small grading companies compared to itself. And they're famous, though, especially Beckett's famous. But maybe that looks a little bit like a monopoly. But no, I'd say CGC is an easy, kind of like Coca Cola and Pepsi. And Tag also proves that PSA can't hold a monopoly. It's just doing very well. It's kind of like arguing Amazon's got a monopoly. It's kind of like arguing Walmart's got a monopoly. It's like, do they, or are they just really big, good companies? Temu comes around and it starts kicking Amazon's ass really quickly, actually, everyone was scared of Walmart back in the 2000s, early 2000s. Oh, Walmart is the end of Main Street. Walmart is taken over. And then in no time at all, Amazon actually takes over. What? Turned out that Walmart did not have a monopoly. It's just a good business. And so you have to define that. You have to define, are they creating unfair monopolistic practices? Next up, we got a Jeff Leon order. All right, Jeff, we got some big orders for him. He needs three. Sorry for rambling a little bit, but it's a good conversation. Mr. Jeff, here we are. 1, 2, 3. One English Pokemon 151. Pokemon Prismatic. And, oh, we got to get two Prismatics. Whoa, this is a big order, guys. This episode brought to you by Mr. Jeff. It's his birthday, by the way. 2 Ascended Heroes. So Ascended Heroes. I think I have to go get more of that. I got to get more Ascended Heroes. Didn't Beckett exist prior to PSA? Who graded baseball cards in the 70s? I think you're lagging, Mr. Am I? Time to cash out and sell TCC grading to PSA. Give me a second. All right. Very nice. Put that there. PSA don't tell you stuff. Tag tells you good details, proving why it's a 10. Tag makes mistakes too. In the end, they're just grading companies. Here we go. I like Tag. They're doing a good job. We have a middleman contract with Tag. I think that's smart of them. They get a lot of good rapport from me. There. 1 and 2. I think that's exactly what grading companies should do. Grading companies should reach out to content makers and say, like, hey, we want you to represent our company, and here's the talking points, and we're going to get you a good deal on grading. So I think that's very smart of them to do that. Okay. TCC grading will be up there soon. Yeah. We are. Oh my God. There we go. So there's all the packs from this order, but then you sent in another order and you want a live custom, you want a Pokey Shuffle, you want a trade slab spot, and a Bubble Muse spot. Ooh, I like it. Okay. I like it. Here, you can have this card, Mr. Jeff, since we were talking about that today. Jeff Leone. It's worth clearly much more than Gengar because it's 1 of 1. All right. That's not the way it works, you know. Kind of an interesting subject, isn't it? Okay. Can PSA 100% be trusted with your cards? No, they definitely cannot. They're going to probably damage it. There probably have been rare cases where someone at the company has done something nefarious to the cards. I'm sure all kinds of, there's an exception for everything, right? So, I'm sure PSA has made some mistakes and it's a part of the risk. You sign up for it. When you go in there, you sign up for that. So the other thing you wanted into was a Bubble Mew. I'd be happy to sponsor TCC grading. That'd be fun. All right, here it is. All right, Bubble Mew up to 2. I don't think you can 100% trust your cards with any company. The moment the card is out of your hands, anything can go wrong. So the guy who owns Tag Grading, he might be the nicest, most honest, most reputable, most ethical guy in the whole world. And then he can hire somebody who claims to be a good person, and that person intentionally steals or damages your card. So you got to remember that about companies. Sometimes a worker does something really bad to your card. That's not what the owner wanted. The owner hates those ideas. The owner's like, no way, dude. Don't steal, don't hurt people's cards, da 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 da. The owners, they just want their companies to do well. It's usually a worker does something bad. So how do you pin that on PSA? It's not PSA's, intention to have. Ooh, what? 5 waifu shuffles? All right, so that cannot be re-rolled. That's one of those unre-rollable ones. That's worth what, $100? So this needs to go back in for 4. Hey, you're a pretty good choice for somebody to receive those waifu shuffles. You actually do collect some waifus from the anime sets. All right, here we are. And here we are. So these are going back in. Look at that, Jeff. You got the 1-pack snipe. All right. Now, it's not over, though. We actually have to pull something out of those waifu shuffles. Wish him luck. Maybe you get some birthday luck. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to Jeff. We are. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you want to get done in the next 10 years? What do the next 10 years look like for Mr. Jeff? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! Oh, that sucks, dude. You would think with 5 cards, there's definitely a hit coming. Let's see. Was it the next one? No. Next 2. There it is. Damn, dude. That sucks. I'm sorry. Well, but before I feel very bad for you for not pulling that, let's pull the rest of your cards. So he needs a Pokey Shuffle as well. Here comes the Pokey Shuffle, Jeff. Maybe we get some luck for you anyways. Sometimes that's just how it goes. No waifus for the next 10 years. Yeah, that was a new. It looked like a good thing, and then it turned into a bad thing. Shoop. Ah, nimble. All right. No luck in the Pokey Shuffle, though. Yeah, five Waifu Shuffle seems like a pretty good deal. All right, but we still have to open these. Let's see how these go. Oops. Ooh, look at that. They must be redeemed. You bought some playing cards off me, says Yusuf Shad Shri. Hey, what's up, man? What did I buy specifically? I'm curious. Yeah, I buy the Pokemon playing cards a lot. I'm the Pokemon playing cards king, right? Kabutop's king. I'm the Poker Charizard king, guys. You didn't know that? Now you know. Snipping these. Suppose I should redeem my crypto card. And snipping this. Solo Hunter, Demon, Tekken, Final Fantasy, Attack, One Punch Man. All these artists signed their art, released in the public. How exists? What value do they have when the artist dies? Simple question. I will tell you, the value of whatever it is they signed will be based off of what people are willing to pay for it. There you go. Now you know. That's the only way that the thing has value. Just like this. In theory, this has value only if someone's willing to pay for it. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. Here's Double Iron Boulder. Here's, I think my music stopped. Phalanx Duraludon. So those were Stellar Crown. You got one more Stellar Crown? Okay, nothing crazy. How about 151? Nothing. Oh, no, that is good, actually. So crazy enough, this Gengar sells for a lot of money in English. When this card grades 10, it's actually really expensive. So that is not a cheap English card. The Gengar pull is good. Okay. How much does he go for? Like 300, 400? All right. What's this? Here's Techno Radar. That's Prismatic one. Now, we can't expect much out of Prismatic because it's probably one of the most traumatizing sets you can ever open. Here's Sylveon. All right. Good enough. Are you comparing your signature and art to billions of views artists? Well, I am the Cardconomist. All right, pop this over here. Listen, if you want my signature, I get it. It's all right, man. All right, you ready, Jeff? Here's, ooh, Dreepy's nice. Okay, picking up an AR there. Did the Sarah Duzamary giveaway start? Not yet. We're at 33 likes. We need to get to 40. All right. Okay. Here's a hollow. And look at that. I like that they put the rocket symbol on that. That's neat. That's fun, man. And then here's Kangaskhan. One more pack. And Tapu Koko. All right, that is the end of the round. Tossing this over here. I want to sign Candy Beans. Oh, baked beans. What's the value on Akima signed Pokemon? Is Akima the Charizard artist? Uh, she is, I believe, the original creator of Charizard. However, Arita. Wait, is it Akima drew Charizard? Arita's the guy who illustrated the base set Charizard. So we got Dreepy and we got Gengar out of those packs. It's not bad. I think if I recall correctly, the Gengar really is a good pull. I think that what you got killed on was it looked like you were getting so close to a good pull in those live customs and it swept right under you. It sucked. So if I were you, I would take these two and put it in the hits bag, and I'd take the well. Obviously, this has to go in the hits bag. It's 1 of 1, first edition, signature. Let's grab this over here. All right. When you got some when will they learn vibes going on? When will they learn? When will they learn that their actions have consequences? I went from feeling like a hero to a zero. I peaked with that live custom snipe. You know, there never really was a lot of hope in the Pokemon booster packs because we know those are so tough. But yeah, that live custom looked pretty hot for a second there. Let me grab this. It kind of tells you something about the live customs and the Poke Shuffles is people often expect something good to come out of those because it seems like a lot of value pops out. Right there's that term again, expected value. Like, what was the expected value on Prismatic? Not very high. Like, we know it's difficult. Same with like 151. Like, 151 alt arts, those are crazy hard to pull. We are. All right. Tell you what, you got some of the biggest orders of today, Mr. Jeff, and it's your birthday. We got to put you in here. So we got to put you straight into the giveaway, Jeff. There's no doubt about it. All right. Something you can't truly buy your way into. And we'll put you in the second chance one, too, because you actually spent a lot of money on those two orders. There you go, Jeff. You know, like the missed waifus, 5 of them, that's like $100 value. So we'll put you in here. Why not? So you've got yourself a spot in the second chance bounty. Pretty cool. Good luck in there. 50 months? Damn, dude, that's a long time. 50 months. Thanks, Brian. I live you all. I'm just here brainstorming. Thank you for putting up with me. It's not line until 40 lakhs. That's right. All right, so let's see. We'll jump over here. What do we got for the next one? Computer. Show me 2 dudes doing it. Computer. Show me 2 girls doing it. Next up, we got Christian Garcia. Is it Christian? Okay, clicking on this. And he wants 3 Ascended Heroes. First time order. Another first time order. Very cool. Okay. So give me a moment here. Computer. Show me 2 cartoon guys doing it. Look at this. Ugh. A line? Yeah. We're doing lines over here, guys. I don't know what to say, but I'm happy to be here. 21 months is a pretty long time, too, man. I'm feeling old, man. I started this stream 7 years ago, if you can believe it. That's a really long time. 7 years ago. We're heading toward a decade. That's wild stuff. A decade. I'm going to be a decade only, still selling Pokies. I guess in the end, I'm like a Pokemon card salesman, huh? So there you go. This is your promo, your bonus. We got any other promos for you? I mean, we might need to have 2 promos. Bonus. Who doesn't like a bonus card, huh? We'll get you this Gloom. That's a pretty stinky card, right? Card's literally stinky. All right, cool. Wait, let me get another one of these out. So here's a Psyduck. And what we're going to do with the Psyduck is he's going to go in the binder break. You guys know about the binder break? This is the binder break. And what we like to do is continuously add cards to it until it goes off. So it's got a lot of cards in it already. Okay. Got some holographic evolutions back there. Here's some Shinji Kondas. So I'm going to take this Psyduck and toss them in there. So Psyduck's in there. Look how thick that is. Isn't that crazy? So you could pull this whole pile for 40. And it's got this really nice chunk of cards in the front. There's that term again, expected value. If you spent $40 on this and have a 1 in 4 odds of pulling it, how does that compare to opening booster packs for you guys? You think this is better, or do you think booster packs are better? Yeah. At the point that you feel the binder break is better, that's the point that maybe you should buy the binder break. Ooh, good luck. Union Arena is the next MetaZoo. I don't know. I don't know what happens to Union Arena. I just know it's a tough one to move. Sometimes people do buy it. Sexy booty butt cards, they do sell when they're Union Arena. But yeah, I mean, I've had a number of Union Arena sets, and they can especially sell right at launch. But after launch, they're dead, dude. Nobody talks about them. Nobody opens them. Here's Gloom, Groudon, Bloom, and Groudon. Here's all right. We got Wattrell, Sligma Balls, Sligma Balls. Here's Cinderace. Good luck, Christian Garcia, and breaks have better odds always, says Mr. Tyler. Here's Myena. I think the difference though between a break and like the booster packs is the booster pack. You could actually pull like Gengar out in a very lucky pack, whereas you're not getting Gengar in the binder break. So that's one of the big differences between them. However, take a look at this. So this order was $54. And without this promo, without these first time purchases, here's what he actually got for 54. Pretty rough. See what I'm saying? So, 1 and 4 on the binder break, and you get that whole guaranteed pile of hits. It's a little bit attractive. Mr. Christian, let's get you your bag. Thank you. A little tough first time order. Those Ascended Heroes are tough, aren't they? They're tough, man. Now, what we do is we take your bag and we store it over here, and we don't ship it until you order a round of shipping. This allows you to add more stuff to your bag and pay for shipping when you're ready for it to all go. All right. We're going to say 526. You're allowed to store your bag over here for up to 1 full year. Okay. So that's how long you can do that for. So you keep adding to it and then ship when you want to ship. Here's Giratina. And here's Latios. Oh, yeah. Sold all my Pokemon about Union Arena. That gloom makes it worth it. Yeah, gloom. All right. The gloom's pretty cute. It's just a little bonus, it's a first time bonus thing. Actually, the Charmander promo, hold on to that for a long time. Wait for it to, because a bunch of those are going to get graded. And then a bunch of them are going to be for sale for a while. And then one day there'll be no more left and the price will jump on those. So hold on to those. Charmander's a good promo. Next up, we have AC Simmons, and he says, 2 Japanese Rocket. You got it, man. Now, you must be referring to Glory of Team Rocket. Is that what you're referring to? Let me double check. The price would have to be $5 on them, right? So let's see. Glory of Team Rocket. Wow, was Glory of Team Rocket that long ago? Wow, $5. You got it, man. Okay. Welcome back, Mr. AC. We've got these 2 packs over here. We hit 40 likes, so now we can start the giveaway, everybody. Sarah, mister, it's time to activate. Oh, no, mister, don't look now. There's another order. No! Mister, you said I can have that Sonic for free. Well, remember? You guys like that Sonic? I discovered last night that those packs that Sonic card comes out of are pretty damn expensive. So that is vintage Sonic, and the booster packs are not cheap, and they're not easy to grade. Square cut card from the 1990s that comes out of like a plasticky pack. And oh, look at that, Eradicate right off the bat. Cool, man. So those are not easy to grade. You have to open a lot of them to find one that can actually grade 10. So we got one right there. It's a classic artwork. Under $100 for 10. You know how interesting that is? Because when you remove the cost of grading from it, you're not really asking for that high of a premium on a 10. So yeah, 1993. That's vintage for you guys. See, 1993. Flick it. Stack cards in order, hold in left hand, and flip with the right. Whoa. That would ruin all the cards, huh? All right, AC, your baggie will be over here in the A box. Oh, yes. Yeah, like this Ghastly is a promo. If you hold on to him for a very long time, like a couple years, he'll probably shoot up in price. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right now, it won't do that because it's too easy to obtain. All those old 1990 cards are hard to grade, I feel. Yes, sir. They're very hard to grade. They're very hard to grade. Okay, we're all done with that. Thank you. Thank you. We have this order here from a Mr. Augustin. Hello, this is my first time order shipping from you, so I didn't know I had to give you my address. Chris A. Okay. I placed the order through your website. Let me take a look at this. On April 7th. Oh, I bet you ordered shipping and I could not complete it. Sorry about that, man. I probably said that in the stream and you might not have been there. Here it is, Chris. That's Chris Abruzzo. Let's see, Chen Bong. Chris A. Here we are, Mr. Chris. I'm sorry about that, Chris. Yeah, it's important that I get a hold of your address to be actually able to ship it. So for the shipping address, we're going to title it Chris A, okay? Step number 1, I'm going to reset the shipping software so we get the latest update on that. If I'm older than that card, does that make me vintage too? I think it does, Jeff. Dude, I'm pushing 40, dude. I can't believe it. I'm gonna be 40 going on 50. I'm an effing grandpa, dude. What do I want to do in my final years? Open more Pokemon cards. What else is there to do? All right, so duh. What do you guys want to do before you're dead, huh? I'd have to say, let's see, put that there. Probably open more Pokemon cards and water sports, but I'm not talking about playing in water. Grab this. Nah, I'm messing. Grab this. Okay, so we're going to give it some weight. And now we're going to say this number, this number, this number. Parent. It's going to do a little reformatting of your address. Very nice. Good. And now we're just waiting for price to come in. I want to rob a bank when I'm 95. My wish is to meet Mr. Wish granted. What if your ashes get a graded 10, Beckett pristine? That would be very cool. So if I could like if I could take my ashes and actually have them encapsulated, that would be funny as hell, dude. That'd be very appropriate. I'd want a whole bunch of them processed too, like maybe like if I could, like maybe like 10,000 of them or something. It is so 10,000 little encapsulated ashes. I'm 100% confident the grading companies will not allow me to do that. That's why we'll have to do it with Cardconomist grading. All right. Before I die, I want to help as many people as possible, mentally, physically as I can. Mister, you ever go to the Collecticons? Yeah, we have one out here in Kansas City. I've been to it a couple times, and it's not bad. It doesn't really always make sense though. When I go there, it's like you have to pay money just to get in the door, so you're already like negative, right? Then you go to like the tables, and they don't exactly sell their cards for cheap, right? Like the sellers are not giving you some kind of special discount, so you could just go buy the same cards off of eBay for the most part, and they will give you a discount, I think, if it's a junky card. And then the other problem you run into is like nobody's got any good inventory. All the good inventory has been picked through, so there's a lot of crappy stuff that everyone's trying to move, and not a lot of like actual quality cards. So there's a lot of downsides that way. By the way, speaking of which, let's take a look at some of these breaks because some of these are high quality. We've got the Japanese Mew PSA 10, so we got 2 out of 30 now. This is the 420 Blaze It Signature Oddish. So we got 420, 2026. We do this every year. So every year somebody gets to acquire these. It's almost done. It's got 3 spots left, $25 to get in there. The Consignment Vaporeon break. Mega Tyranitar, don't forget about him. Don't you? Here's the trade slab. Halfway done. I know Sarah and Six wanted in here. So whenever they come back into the stream, we're going to work on that. So this guy's getting close to the end. Okay, the trade slab's a good one. The pack splits. Fates Collide is an Umbreon set, and obviously Jungle is an Evolution set. So both of those are running. Jungle's $40 if you didn't catch that because we went too fast. Here's another thing to pay attention to if you want. We've got this Jumbo Pack Break. Needs 2 more people. So this thing just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. Never stops. We have a new product on the menu. You might have caught that in the title. It is Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity 5. This just arrived yesterday. We have a whole bunch of it. We have like a case of it. I think we have more than a case. Go. All right. Okay. So we got some good stuff. Mr. Check PayPal. I said. Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Ivan. I got to hit refresh. It's already 4:15. I started the stream late. Oh man, we such a tough day today. We took Karis to the hospital, and she received like kind of a minor surgery today for her fertility treatment and all that. Ivan Rodriguez, not Doug Trio, the Dodrio slab on the table to be given away to one name to a first time order giveaway. Oh, a first time order giveaway. Is that right? You're trying to do a first time order giveaway. Okay. Well, we could do that. How many spots do you want in it? Let's see. We'll call it a first time order giveaway. We had 2 guys who came in here today. Did you put me in the trade slab? Says Miss Six. Hey, Six, how's it going? Not yet. So you still need to go in there. So I've actually thought about doing this, Mr. Ivan. I've thought about hosting one of these. So this is a giveaway for people who are coming in here for the first time. Now we know AC Simmons is new. There you go. So AC Simmons is on there. And then the other one was Christian Garcia. He's new. We got 2 new people. And this can go up to 20 if you want. So this is a first time order giveaway hosted by Mr. Ivan. Oh, that's so nice, Mr. Ivan. Let me set this here. And let me write you down as having given this away. We can let it run for a while if you want. Like we can get 20 people in there, or we could get 10 people in there. It doesn't matter. The lower the number, the sooner it ends. And the longer the number, the longer it lasts. So it depends on how much fun you like to have. Well, I don't know what it is, but April was a generous month, man. There goes. Any pack splits? Yeah, we got 2 pack splits. We've got Jungle, which is running for $40 per spot, and it's a long crimp pack, and Fates Collide, which is running for $15 a spot, and it's almost done actually. There you go. Jumping back to Mr. Jeffy Weffy's order. You ready, Jeff? I usually like 7 seconds of fun. Oh no. Here you go, Jeff. Whoa. He says, why don't we get a jumbo pack break spot? All right, let's start there. We're gonna start there. This episode definitely brought to you by Jeff. Holy man. Jeff, I don't think anyone's beating you today. Jeff went super deep today, guys. All right. So he would like a live costume. See if you can get double up, because you pulled 1-on-1 last time, but that's hard to do. But it's clearly not impossible either. Got 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Well, you got the Wiggler. That's actually a pretty cool card. You know, if it grades 10, it's probably worth like 75. I ought to go put more of these in the box, because I think these are a really great secondary pull. They're a card that I like handing out. Let's see. English Pokemon 151 that are sadly very expensive. He'd like a Stellar Crown. He'd like a Prismatic Evolutions. He'd like an Ascended Heroes. Another Final Fantasy booster from the Magic the Gathering collection. These are hella pricey. Okay. And then Tears of the Planet ×4 and Legacy Collection ×2. You got it, man. Big, big order. So I got kind of dig these out a little bit. I gotta get rid of these bags, man. So here's the Legacy Collection, and we're getting 2 of these. There you go. And then Tears of the Planet ×4. There it goes. Nice. All right, now let's put these back in. Put these back in. Harambe forever. I think you meant to say Harambe. Mhm. There we go. So that's completed. We grabbed all those. Damn, Jeff, that's a big order, man. Happy birthday to. All right, so Jeff, we got to pull you something nice out of these. That's the next trick. That's the next bunny out of my hat. Get these snippers going. So to put this into context, this is a $318 order. Holy. I'll order Union if it can be cut. You guys want to drill a whole box of Union Arena together? Can we do a trade? Yes, we can. 6 wants that trade. Yes. Yes, mister. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, bro? It's my favorite bro. Harambe was 10 years ago. No. Poor Harambe. He didn't deserve all that. All right, here's this guy. I don't know how to say his name. Wow, look at that, guys. Yeah, no one ever opened these. It kind of made me sad. We didn't get to explore them very much. Here's a Moogle. Oh, yeah. Looks like there was a piece of dust on it. Oh, okay. No, it's good. Now, here's Ricula. Here's Scarmage Leone. Okay, Scaramunga. Here's Urza. Okay. And here's Queen. Yes. We were living in a Tide Pocket ever since. Did you notice the country really went down the tubes right after Harambe died? That's when everyone started fighting with each other. That's when the politics got real sour. Right after Harambe died. Just we were never the same after that point. It's like a couple where they're married and their child dies and then they end up getting divorced. All right, here we go. It's like the grief drives them apart. Snipping this. Being with your partner just reminds you of your deceased child. All right, this is the big one right here, guys. Final Fantasy. Dig us out for Harambe. We've been living in a time pocket. $10 donation if Mr. Flips a dead drop. I have no clue what a dead drop is. Cypher Almacy. Okay. Squall Leonhardt. That's kind of cool. Full art holographic Squall. Definitely better than like a location card. Here's Gogo, Master of Mimicry. He is Heidegger, Shinra Executive. Hope S. Time. Emmett Selch, Unsundered, and Forced. So it looks like Squall is going to be your pull for this box. Okay, grab this. And grab this sleeve. You got something else here. What's this? Vanille, Cheerful Lasai. That's nice. Okay. Seems like a bonus pull almost. Gold Saucer, Ignis, Restoration, Araman, Summon, and Namazu. Ooh, Namazu. Oof, that pack was super bad. Oh, no. You're saying this one was no good? All right, well, let's grab this vanilla. I don't always know these card prices. I definitely know Cypher is a character I haven't seen very often. Okay. Ooh. All right. Very lovely. So lovely. I got a couple of those packs that made it worth my while. Oh, I got a good couple of those packs that made it worth my while. Let's snip this. Maybe $5 in value if I'm licky. You're licking? If I'm licky. There you go. Snipping this. Do your parents know about this? Are you close with your father? All right, there we go. Throwing this away. Boop. What we have here? We've got Star You Gloom Omastar. That was a pricey 151 pack. Here's Stellar Crown. You never know. I like the Slow King artwork. That's cool. Galvantula. There you go. It's Licky Tongue. Here's. Oh, yeah. We got the Max Rod. Lacey and Max Rod. There we go. Boy, my brain is like soup right now. I'm so tired, dude. I'm tripping balls right now. And then here's Ascended Heroes. Oh my God, it's Gengar. No, that would be just too lucky, wouldn't it be? All right, there you have it, Mr. Jeff. So a tough round, I would say. Proof that opening Pokemon cards is strictly profitable. How much to drill the Bob card? The Bob card, well, that's Jeff's card now. It can't be drilled unless he decides to drill it. Ooh, rough, man. Yeah, it's a mega oof. Here's Squall, here's Vanille, here's Emmett, here's Moogle, here's Coeurl, here's Quain. It's Quain. There we go. All right. And Team Rocket, great ball. It can't end this way, Mr. Jeff. Now, I don't know. What do we need to toss any of these cards into your hit bag? Like Cypher, Squall, and Vanille. I bet we do. Let's grab this. Pop these in here. You know how it is. 90% of birthday boys quit opening packs before the big hit. Okay. I think I can confidently say your box is full. Now, we'll toss these in here. Shimoink. Okay, one spot left on this jumbo pack break. $40 to buy into this. You get a shot at the whole pile. Okay. June 6th, I'll come in here and open packs on my birthday. What? Happy birthday to you. Here's Team Rocket Grunt. He says, let me get 7 of those Pokey Shuffles. Computer. Let me see 2 guys doing it. Computer. Let me see 2 girls doing it. Whoa. Those are live customs. Wait a second. We need Pokey Shuffles. See, I told you I'm sleepy, man. All right, Pokey Shuffles. I was about to open you 7 live customs. That'd have been fun. Ready? We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe we need to get Jeff a little bonus card. What do you guys think? What kind of bonus card do you think we could get Jeff? To ask you. 40 to the oldest break. Okay, that's star card. So you pulled two items, the ice cube and this 40 to the oldest break. That's pretty good for only 7 cards because this card alone is worth $40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so right now I have deemed the star card to be the Nintendo game packs. The Nintendo game packs. So this is going to say TRG. That's how we're doing it right now. We're going over here to the Topps box. Can you put it on Destined Rivals? I cannot do that. The Destined Rivals is an actually really good break. So what we actually do is we take a tough break and we add people to it. That's the nature of it. It's like the socialism star. Think of it like that. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be in a socialist system, now you know. You have your money taken from you and put somewhere you didn't ask for it to be. So that is the star pull that you grab. Now here's the good news is, let's say you pull that Nintendo game box, right? You can sell it back to me if you really want. You can open it, grade them. You can sell it on eBay to try to get as much money as possible. So if you win, you're still doing well, but it's going to go into the star spot because I'm the government and this is a centrally controlled economy. Now, now here's Ice Cube. You're doing well on this roll. Let's get you that Ice Cube. I'm actually interested in that box. Yeah, I'm interested in that box too. Let's see. We've got Ice Cube going over here. Computer. Here's Ice Cube for $40. So you did very well. You rolled in for 35 and pulled 80 bucks out. Happy birthday, Jeff. Happy birthday. One last birthday pack of Final Fantasy, then I'm done. Reroll. All right, we're re-rolling Ice Cube. The craziest part is he's actually going to get as much money as he put in. So he's going to literally roll another 7 cards. Ready? Don't show this to Mr. Catnip because Catnip, I saw Catnip having trouble on these last night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he goes back in for 8. But next time he gets pulled, he can only give you a smaller amount than 8. It is so. You tick down to 35 like this, and your re-roll is for 35. All right, you ready? Computer, show me Mr. Kissing a Jinx Slab and make it French. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No! All right. It's rough seas this time, Team Rocket Grunt. I'm sorry, man. Rough seas. All right. You can officially show it to Mr. Catnip. Catnip. Now we're all suffering, Mr. Catnip. Dang, dude. TRG already winning. You know, we get kind of used to the idea of every reroll being a hot reroll. And man, people were pulling out like 3 slabs at a time. And I was like, how's this mathematically possible? But I mean, there has to be cold spots, right? Because if you look at how I put the cards in there, they just go in for their full value. So if one guy pulls out 3 slabs, it means there's 3 slabs worth of cold ones still in the box, right? So somebody's going to pull cold. We just don't know who. All right, next up we have Andrew A. Martin. He says, 1 jumbo pack spot. There it is. The jumbo pack break is over. That's Andy, man. I'll call you Andy, man. All right, gather around, children. We're going to see if Mr. Jeffrey Weffy gets lucky here on his birthday, because it is his birthday. And we got Joshua Rose, Rafael Gonzalez, Andy Man, and Jeff. There we go. Jeff, you know, birthdays are actually all about giving everyone else a present. That's how some cultures do it. So it would make a lot more sense if you didn't pull the prize here, if you didn't pull the hit, right? Because it's your birthday. That means you buy everyone else a present. That's how it's supposed to work. 2, 3. That'll work. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's done. Stop. And then we got the 4 names. Good. All right. Now we have to shuffle these up. I'll put it behind the screen. Or 6 still waiting. Oh, 6. We got to take care of 6, guys. We got to help 6 with this trade break. 6, you still around? It is also my birthday. All right. Give me a number. My hands are looking old and wrinkly. Look at those wrinkles. 2. All right. 1, 2. Good. Set that there. Now, the names. Okay. I was watching a how to play blackjack video today, and it made me want to go to the casino and actually play blackjack. I'm like, I'm ready. All right, give me a number. You better watch out watching tutorials. Tutorials make something look like something worth getting into. Made me think if I made a tutorial for the Poke Shuffles, we'd probably get more Poke Shuffle buyers. 12. We'll do 3. Mike's side says 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if 12 makes sense. We only got 4 cards here. All right, good luck, you guys. Joshua Rose. Sorry, Josh. It's gonna be a miss. Come on now. Andy Man. Hey, Andy Man. Oh, it's a miss. All right, Jeff, you got 50% chance. Jeff Leon. That's gonna be Jeff. Look at that. All right, now we got a little birthday stuff going on. And Raphael. All right. Sorry, Mr. Raphael. Very nice. It's like 12. So I assume you do not want to keep this adorable, hyper valuable $1,000 Psyduck, $1,500 Psyduck. I assume you're trading him back. So he's starting the 4th row. I think we're going to run out of room pretty soon on him. Look how many breaks he got by. Nobody traded him back. Okay, now put us back over here. Jeff says, thanks, y'all. You know, Jeff, you were just as likely to lose as they were. So there you go. You got luck E. See what we got here. Oh, yeah. That feels good, huh? Now we're talking. Let's mark it as a completed break real fast. Grab the link. We could have just called this stream Jeff's birthday stream. We're going to jump over here to the breaks history. Jumbo pack break, Jeff. Wait, what number is it? Jumbo pack break number 10. Number 10, Jeff. This occurred at 99 minutes. And now we can have our fun. You ready? Ooh, baby. Wow. Okay. I will only keep my Sadek when it's at 69 wins. How many wins is he at? It's an interesting place to stop. I call Sir SIR Dragonite. That'd be nice. That'd be a very good birthday. But the odds of that are pretty low. I think your name basically at this point has to be Sarah to get that kind of pull. I don't think I've ever seen Sarah have like a long, unlucky streak. She's just generally done very well. She might be right now one of the biggest buyers on the stream and one of the luckiest buyers on the stream at the same time. Like that just doesn't happen much. Usually you get big buyers who have average luck, big buyers who generally have bad luck. But it's pretty rare that you get a big buyer who also has mostly good luck. So she is blessed by the Poke gods. Maybe it's like karma. Maybe she was nice to somebody at some point in life. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I'm not super nice myself, so I assume my karma's terrible. All right. I always assume something bad's going to happen to me in life. Actually, you know how I actually feel? So I had like this terrible childhood, right? And I ran away from home. And I'm pretty used to things just being kind of crappy. And now things are looking a lot better. And I have like this anxiety that I'm going to lose it all or something bad's going to happen. It's sort of like I don't believe that I've had such good luck. I'm more used to things being like a crisis. I'm more used to things being like fight or flight mode all the time. So the idea that things are just fine, fine, fine is like my brain's like, don't trust it, bro. Here it is. So we're not going to open this, but these are your birthday tattoos. Oh, snap. The last Dreamlike Oceans. What's that? The last Dreamlike Oceans. Here's my friend Pearly, Rescue Cat, Exhaustitor, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Why would we want the alternative White Dragon? Give us the main White Dragon. All right, so he's kind of fun, but this one right here, the Exo Sister Packs, this one is a textured card, so I assume that's a little more valuable. Know exactly how you feel. Yeah, like I'm so used to life being like crap, and so to hear that things are going well actually like triggers an anxiety. Like I'm being punked, right? Look at that. We have some Union Arena packs in the Jumbo Booster because these never sell, so they go in here instead. Here's you got a pull. You got Gawain, however it's pronounced. Okay, clever. And here's Jujutsu Kaisen. And we actually did sell some Jujutsu Kaisen. Here's an action point card. Cool. All right, action point. Okay, let's see those big hits. Here's OP15. OP15 did very poorly for us. No one really bought it. Maybe it was the price was too high. Maybe the pulls weren't that great. Maybe it was both. Maybe it was Maybelline. All right, so here's this going on. Okay. You're right. We got a Dreamlike Ocean in here. Here's a little Sephiroth. And it's just no. Okay. Just a little no in there. Here's a solo leveling. Cold pack. Here's one of these. Holographic. Here's an Attack on Titan. I discovered a loose box of this just randomly in the room, and I'm like, oh snap! I thought we sold out of that. Nothing in there. Okay. It's that Evanescence Shadow Pack. Maybe Evanescence. We're talking about Eminem, the rapper. There we go. So now we've got Hololab. What do we have here? Oh, she's pointing to the moon. Good. Set that there. Here's Sneaky Bunko. Okay. Just a standard Sneaky Bunko pack. This is 151 surprise. My God, imagine that had been Gengar. Here, Gem 1. Oh, you got a nice little. Is that called Gem 1? Yeah, that's called Gem 1. So there's Gem 1. Here's Gem 2. All right, just some standard pulls out of Gem 2. Gem 3. That's not a stamp. So weird. Weird how those work. Oh, pick that up. There we go. So just some hollows there. Okay. It's not cat. That comes out tomorrow, though. Pull rate on One Piece are tough. I think pull rates on most card sets are pretty tough. Now we got Mega Ninja. Oh, there you go. Little chest spin AR out of one pack. Not bad. That's good. Here's a Psychic Energy. Blue Sky Stream. Cold. Matchless Fighter. Ridragus, or whatever his name is. Nothing coming out of here. Good to know. These jumbo pack breaks are so fun. I love the variety. All right, now here goes. Obsidian Flame. Oh, a little Lechonk. That's not bad either. So you pulled 2 ARs out of this round at least. Hey, Lechonk and Chespin. Stellar Crown. You were open to some of this today. Got a little Melmetal. Ooh. And Destin Rivals. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Little Destin Rivals Shaman. That's nice. So now you're up to 3 ARs. That's actually pretty solid now. Come on, baby. Nah, Dracloak, Mega Embor. Your name's not Sarah. And Mega Evolution. What do we got in here? Nice looking Kyogre. All right. So, as you know, to pull the triple SAR, your name must begin with S and end with H. Those are the rules. But you do get some nice hollows out of this. And look at that whole, you get this whole chunk of cards, don't you? That's a lot of cards. But let's go over some of the hits. Shaman, Lechonk, and Chespin are definitely full-fledged hits. You also get this little Fido. I think that's going to be mainly it. I think Gawain technically is a hit. He's an SR. All right, so those are the main pulls here. The triple ARs, especially two of them being in English, is pretty decent. Like if these grade well, that could be worth kind of a decent amount, actually. I think the Shaman's really cute, in fact. All right, very cool. I'll go ahead and put these into your hits bag. Very nice. I think everyone is hoping for like an SAR to pop out or some crazy thing like that. Is 6 here? Where's 6? Are you here, 6? Oh, 6. Where's 6? Jason, what's the chase in Gem 5? God Pack for Ascended. Gem Pack 5 comes out tomorrow. Ah, there's 6. Gem Pack 5 comes out tomorrow. Hold on. I actually do want Gem Pack 5. Gem 5 buy. I just remind myself to buy it. I did not pre-order any of that stuff. Right now, I feel like there's all these Chinese sets, and you really just need one of them, and that's 151 Surprise, because it's the one that has the actual like top chase card in it. There's no doubt about it. But they're all pretty cool, so we're gonna get some Gem 5. You'll notice I skipped the Ponyta set, right? Was that Gem 4 or something? I skipped the Ponyta set because it's Ponyta. Like you can spend a lot of money on it if you want, but I'm not gonna host that because I just don't think it's worth your money. Excuse me. So before we move to the next order, I think it is probably Six's turn now. She would like to trade to get into the uh, EV, right? Here it is. That's the trade slab, everybody. You got to trade $20. Yeah, the Panita set was trash. Yeah, so I probably saved you guys some money avoiding it. So these all got 9s. That's pretty rough. I do like the Yveltal. He's cute. Got some hollows here. That's cute. I like the Goldeen. I like the Rapidash. He's off center. So 6. 6 is the Donald Trump card, your favorite. Jump. I do like this, but I can see the corner's no good. Some Willy Tufts. Wasn't this guy? Yeah, he's thin on the top, sadly. So you got a lot of off-centered cards somehow. 6, how'd you manage to do that? 6 pulling all the off-centered ones. Helioptile. The only problem is he's Helioptile. And then there's Master Ball Weedle. Probably consider him. Let's see. It's just Weedle. I'm like talking to myself. Spectrier. We need $20 worth. Ah, man. So you got a lot of stuff in your bag. Your bag is thick. You got a lot of stuff, but you don't have a lot of stuff I'm after. Let's see. In a trade, that is. So I would do. See, the Goldeen and the Rapidash are not necessarily in good shape either. I can see immediately they're off center on the front. This Miss Magus is cool, but it's also off center on the front. There's just no chance for it. There's Mega Frostlass. What it's like, it's Mega Frostlass. $20 worth. Well, this would be a funny card to host a break on, the Gumshoes. I just don't think this card has any chance. Oh man, it's tough. I don't know, 6. Here, maybe I can just take a lot of junk out of your bag. You want me to look into that? Yeah, all these. Let's look at V cards maybe, okay? So let's try and remove all your V cards. How about that? You got a lot of V card. Oh, that's a Korean V card. Mega Absol. I'm trying to offer you a trade, okay, but it's kind of tricky because I'm not seeing anywhere to find value. There has to be some kind of there has to be a value in there. Got these hollows in the back. Sure, let's see. Empoleon. See, that's just a Chinese Espeon. What am I going to do with Chinese Espeon? I have like a million of them anyways. You know, there's been a lot of donations over time, 6, and one of the things people give up, they just give up. They don't even care about the Gem 2 hollows and the Gem 2 Vs. So, all right, let me take a look at the offer right now as it stands. So, there's this like a Veltol, which is just like he's a Veltol. And then there's this Weedle. How's a Veltol look? Okay, Veltol looks okay. And then there's some EX cards. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, and 2 of them are the Chinese ones. I'm going to remove other language cards for the minute, so they're not going to be considered part of the trade. We can do a trade on other language cards, but I'm not going to consider them yet. Maybe you find another trade break for them to go into. Kanari, Wally, Dugong. Do you hate any of these 3? Which one of these do you hate the most? Maybe the Spearow. They're all graded 9. Where did I even get some of that stuff? 6, it was mine. Really? Mister, I sent for both the spots for 6 and Jeff. For both the spots, 6 and Jeff. You're buying them spots on the trade break, is that right? It's okay, mister. I like the ARs. Oh, okay. You keep the ARs then. Don't worry about that. Okay, well maybe we can take some hollows still. So I'm just trying to reach $20 and I'm not feeling it. This I actually could take the gumshoes. You keep the Sandshrew, okay? I think he's kind of special. I don't think he'll grade 10, but I think he's kind of a nice card. Meowstic, it's I guess. He's a yellow border hollow, but he's just a yellow border hollow. That's all he is. Let's see. Man, there's just not much to go after in your bag. Can I pay 20 for the EV spot? Yes, sir. You can buy into the EV for $20. Tried to pay for the pack split. I was going to use my 40 on EV. Oh, you can do that. Yes, you can do that. All right, 6. I can't reach 20 with this. And the truth is, these are not very important to me, and these 2 did not reach 20. So let me know if there's any other part of the trade you're into. I got to reach $20. Okay, you are. I'm gonna set these here. Where can I put this? You're close. I would say with this little group, you're close. I'm gonna put these in the middle. Okay. Ivan has bought her a spot. There you go. So you're gonna end up having a spot anyway. 6. It's a little tough. It's hard to extract a value of $20. I try not to take anything good from you. I sent them as a gift. What? There you go. All right. Let's see what's next. It's 449. We have Mr. Eric, 2 jumbo pack breaks. Eric Tang. Mr. Eric Tang bought 2 jumbo pack break spots. All right, give me a second, Mr. Eric. Let me assemble it right now, okay? We're going to assemble that right now. Because if you're buying 2 spots, it's already halfway done. So we're not going to let that go. Give me a second here, guys. We're going to assemble one real fast. Computer, show me 2 guys doing it. Mr. Eric Tang. There we go. This was the product where Sarah pulled like 3 SARs out of 4 boosters. And so I think after that happened, they enjoy it a little more, like they have a positive regard for it. All right, so what do we have here? We have some of these, but there would have been one more. There would have been this one, right? So this guy would have been in there too. And then we would have had some of these really good Korean packs in here. All right. Oops. And then we would have had some of these really good Chinesian packs in here, like this guy, this guy, this guy, which I need to restock that now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's here's gem 1. Come on now. There it goes. Where's gem 3? Is gem 3 the one that's missing? Is it in this box? Oh, gem 3 is over here. All right, so here's gem 3. And here's the Mega Ninja. I'm actually just kind of recreating the previous one because it's very fast to do it that way. There's Mega Ninja. Okay. We got these two right here. And we got one of these. All right. We got a tattoo pack over here somewhere, maybe. Where are the tattoo packs? I'll skip the tattoo pack. Let's put a Super Mario in there. And then, okay, so what else am I missing? I know I'm missing stuff. Actually, we could just look through this to help guide us. There was a Hololive. Oh, okay. Got it. So that will guide us a little bit. What's going on there is we pulled packs from here, didn't we? So there's one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. All right, there we go. I like that. And then there was the Sneaker Bunko. Good. Sneaker Bunko was in there. And I think that's pretty close. Can you guys remember anything else that went into that previous one? So we didn't have the tattoo. I'm putting in Super Mario, which is like $6 more. So it's actually a much more expensive pack. Let me know if I'm missing anything from the previous jumbo pack break. Eric Tang has just bought 2 spots in here. Look at that. We put that together in blinding speed, but you know how we were able to do that? We just copied the previous one. So we didn't make any changes. We didn't try any new varieties. There we go. So Eric Tang, this would be round 11. We're going to say number 11. All right. Well, that's ready. That was pretty fast, huh? How about that? I have to go, guys. Nurse are in my room to say, start my treatment. Good luck. You got it, Mr. Ivan. You're in our thoughts, Mr. Ivan. Here's Eric Tang. And Eric Tang. All right. Very nice. Ooh. Let's go up here. Now, that means the jumbo pack break number 11 has 2 spots left. Here's Nathaniel. He says 1 rarity collection. You got it, Mr. Nathaniel. 1 rarity. Feel better, Ivan. Snip of this. I'm going to fold my leg under my butt, which is what I do when my leg's in my... Whoa! What do we have here? Oh, well, that kind of like slid out. We have this new like full art style card, Odd Eyes Arcade Dragon. Whoa, very cool. Haven't seen that before. Now, what is this card that, my God, what is this card that slipped away? Sorry, guys, I'm just a little branded in high spirits, just a little sleepy. Here's Kashtira Fenrir and Despian Quateris. That'll make it move. I sent for 2 a bit ago. Yeah. All right, look at that. I apologize. There's just a little bit of a line going on, so we're going to bust through that line. Nathaniel, I think you got a nice little pull there. Gabriel Gallegos also said, get me into the jumbo pack. Mr. Gabriel, we're able to put you in here. Do you want to go in here, Gabriel? You were talking about this. Let me know, Gabriel. I think he was watching. I sent for 2 spots. All right, so after that, we have Mr. Hot Camacho. Oh, he ordered 2 spots as well. So wait a second. When did you order yours? You ordered yours. Let me hit refresh. Let's find out who went first, Mr. Hawk. So you ordered yours at the 19-minute ago mark, and Gabriel sent his in 27 minutes ago. So Gabriel goes first, okay? He says, that's fine. All right, so in here, all right. So, Mr. Hawk, I can't get you two spots because one of them had already sold to Mr. Gabriel. He had bought it first. He had bought it before you. Now it is your turn, and you ordered two spots of that. So here's what we can do. We can give you one spot and you keep $40. Here's another option. Maybe you keep both of these and you go into the next round. Would you like that? What sounds best to you? That's that jumbo pack break finishing very fast. Okay, I'll do 1, 1. All right, sounds good. So one spot there and $40 left over to do anything you want with, including going into the next round if you wish. All right, good luck, you guys, gentlemen. That was faster than you probably thought. That was one of the fastest jumbo pack breaks that ever went off. That just ended instantly. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could make another one of those just the way the other one was built. All right, let's get 3 of these. Next one, 2. So you would like to be, I sent for a spot if it helps cat. 2, 3, and 4. All right, there we go. We got these guys. Got the names. All right, you ready? Here goes. Jumbo pack break always was popular. We went through like 50 of them before we started counting. It's just this cute little product, you know. People know they can go open boosters. I think there's something appealing about having a shot at a big pile of them, and they're like all random and crazy. So it's weird. It's a product that has entertainment value. All right, give me a number. I feel like if I sat down, I really could like write a book on how to run a rip and ship because I've learned so much over the years. Shahir says 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is equal to 0. The audience decided a while back that 0 was a legitimate number to choose when it came to splitting the deck. I think it makes sense. Okay. All right, give me a number for the list of names. Why everyone want to write a book? You know people that want to write books? I think it's pretty rare these days. I like teaching. That's why I would like to write a book, but I don't think I have time. Like, I don't think it will earn me much. 1, 2. I think I make more money just going live. Sure. All right, set that there. I have some knowledge to bequeath. Gabriel Gallegos, you're the first one out. Let's see what happens. No luck, Mr. Gabriel. Sorry, man. Who's next? Here's Hawk Camacho. He's got a single spot in here. Sorry, Hawk. Who's next? Well, that can only mean one thing. Eric Tang has taken it. Mr. Eric? Oh, there you go, Mr. Eric. What do you know? All right, Mr. Eric. Very lucky day for you. All right. You know, if you think about it, Mr. Hawk Camacho, both you and the other guy missed, correct? That means if you had bought out both spots, like if the other guy had given you his spot, you would have just lost $80 there. That's what would have happened. So in a way, you're kind of lucky that you didn't get to spend two spots there. Think of it. Think about it. So that was it was like a best of two bad outcomes. All right, Eric Tang, congratulations. Let's see what you got. Eric Tang, everybody. Everyone who becomes semi-famous writes a book. Really? I don't know what you're talking about, Six. Let me snip this. I'm not writing a book about, oh, hey, here's how famous I am. I'd love to write like a book that studies like, you know, some of the ins and outs of what works and what doesn't work on a rip and ship channel. Just because I'm some kind of person who loves like analysis and strategy. So, like for example, with the jumbo pack break, why does it sell so well? Because the selling point isn't necessarily the price of the booster packs, it's the entertainment value. So, for example, they could have put their $40 into a different break. It's not necessarily that it's a break that it sells. They could buy $40 of any of the slab breaks. They could buy $40 of the booster box break. They could get into the jungle pack split for $40. They could buy $25 live custom and then still have like, 3 left over for the Poke Shuffles. So there has to be the best explanation being people love entertainment when they open their packs, meaning that booster packs are not just a product of, like a financial calculation. They're they're an experience. They're a visual experience. They're a surprise element experience. And so if you can organize a better or a superior surprise, then people will buy it just for that reason, no other reason. So that's really fascinating if you're trying to understand why consumers shop one way or another. Yeah. All right. Everyone does that, mister. They think they have knowledge. Really? Name 3 people. You ready? Here's Super Mario. Here's Donkey Kong, Dry Bones. I don't know anyone who does that. Here's Pear Bomb. I mean, politicians do it, but that's because politicians have to promote themselves. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right. We got Lugia. You write a class and sell it online like the other people do for online working schemes. There we go. Yeah, but my knowledge is actually super valuable. My observations could have only been had from 7 years of experience and an extreme amount of work hours. It is Toadette. So I have insights that could only occur after doing an extreme amount of work. Ooh. I think I know what you're saying. You're saying like there's some goofy ass guy on the internet who's like, I got a course for you. I'm going to share the secret with you. I'm going to turn you into an online millionaire. But he's really just a guy with ChatGPT and a desire to make more money. For me, if I sat down and wrote a book, I would lose money because every hour I worked on that book, I should have just been streaming, selling you guys cards. So it would actually be an inefficient use of my time, which is why I've not already done it. The other reason why I would lose money is because I would make people who are competing with me in the same space more knowledgeable about my insights. So that is why it would not gain me money. It would lose me money. I just like the sport of it, the sport of like analyzing stuff and trying to explain something that's hard to explain. Here's Abyss Dweller. Ooh, that's the same reason we make guides on the Game Economist. Why did I do that? Well, I just like explaining things. So I've wrote hundreds of guides. That's why that channel exploded. Here we are. Tom Hanks wrote a book. Yeah, still same. Visa's a book. Talk to ChatGPT and have it write it for you while you work. There you go. Throw that away. Now, if I was going to let ChatGPT do my writing, we would write a saucy novel. We'd write the most popular uh, romance novel. What do they call those smut books? What do they call those sexy smut books that girls read? Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. We would write a novel called The Milkmaid, and it would be about a girl. And like she's in this world where there's like half human, half animals, and there'd be like this giant ox man. I only say that because I already know that book exists. They're making fun of it online. It was like the top selling smut novel or something like that, right? Was it called The Milky Maid? I don't remember. Mr. Scaring Me. 50 Shades of Mr. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's what you'd write if you wanted to make money. You wouldn't write some sort of financial analysis or behavioral analysis of shoppers in a rip and ship stream. That doesn't make you good money. That was the 151 surprise right there. Here's Gem 2. Jolteon. All right, Jolteon. He's not a big one. We got Crobat. We got Matchless Poopers. Ooh, cold. Here's Blue Sky Stream. Here's Electric Pikachu. Yo, Sarilege. Where they used to be Harlequin, rats make money. Here we are. I'd write a story about a world where it's half human, half rat people. And it'd be called The Rat Queen. And it's about how she falls in love with the evil rat prince. But it's like deeper down, he's like he's Sundere or something like that. All right. Super gay. Here's Travis. No, but yeah, I mean, if you want to make money, if you want to make money writing, you wouldn't write some dry book about, you know, oh, there you go. Mr. Eric Tang picking up alt art Espeon. Crazy. All right. Now we're starting with the English ones. What do we got here? We got Night Stretcher. Hey, hey. Unsubbing. Hey. My favorite rap producer is The Alchemist. Oddishization. Here's we've got Electivire. Ooh. Here's Hoot Hoot Turtoga. Ooh, it's 5:06. We got to start wrapping it up over here, guys. We got to start wrapping it up. That was a cold one from the Ascended. Here's a little poo poo head. And here's what we got here. A hollow. Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. No cap. And Hollow Live. Ooh. That's the chase. What? So you did get one significant pull, and it was the alternative art Espeon, which I know got Mike's side very excited. He said, "Stop the count." Let's see. We'll put this here. All right. Here's Cerulege. This one. Abyss Dweller. Here's some of these Marios. Mario. All right. Come on, Six. You can't convince me you're not reading those books. Here's Cerulege, Electivire. There we go. Look at that guy. John Pluff, Quantum Wolf, Facts. Alchemist Beats are fire. So all of this goes to Mr. Eric. Congratulations, Eric. Wow, big bag upgrade. Look, he had a smaller bag before that point. Holy moly. Whoa. Blank no? What? You're living an insulated life, Miss Six. You got to live a little. All right, real quick, guys. Let's throw this back together. You got to live a little, Six. Grabbing one of these. Grabbing, we're going to need a new 151 box. I know that. That back over there. Rawr. Thanks for the pulls. Congratulations, man. When I saw your order for 2 spots in the jumbo pack break, I was like, oh, shoot. Oh, we better write down that round number what? 11 went off? Hold on. Let me write down that round number 11 went off. Uh, 133. Wow, that was round number 11 going off like it was nothing. I, the Espeon King, approve of this pull. Oh, it's the Espeon King. He's here. All hail the Espeon King. You can just declare yourself the king of things. That's how it works now. Okay, here we are. Here we are. And we need some of those. Yes. And we need one of these. And we need the Korean packs. One of these. And one of these. And one of these. And one of these. Oh, we need a new bag of the wait, what's this? Oh, there's the electric breakers. I was wondering where those were. There we go. That goes together now. So we need a new box of the Eevee Heroes. Over here, we need one of these. And we need one of these. Six don't even read? Six, I thought you were a reader. I thought you read stuff. I thought you were well read. All right. Here's that. And what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah, it's in the third box. That's right. It's in the third box. Okay. And we need one of these. And one of these. and one of these. And then we need one more like specialty pack. So we'll do Fortnite this time. It'll just be Fortnite. All right, Fortnite. I think we got it, guys. I think we put it together once again, really rapidly. Really rapidly. There's the 151 surprise. There's the English packs. There it is again, everybody. That's round number 12. I watch YouTube and sleep. What? You know, I get on the computer and I say, computer, show me two guys doing it. Computer, show me two girls doing it. Computer, show me Itachi Uchiha. Computer, show me Itachi Uchiha with no shirt. There you go. All right. So that is done. Mr. Hawk, if you'd like to go into round 12, I can toss you into round 12. Boop. Pokey Dean's shop was robbed as well. Holy, that's a lot of robbing, man. Miss Jennifer Yap is next. She says 8 of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity. Hey, all right. Dang, he's getting killed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there they are. There's 8 of those. 8 of these. Miss Jen, thanks for your patience. Let's get it started. Step number 1. I'm dying, man. I'm dying over here. Snip of that. If they complain about getting robbed, don't make it so easy. If I had a card shop, my security wouldn't be so bad. Yeah. I watched a card shop with actually really loud alarms get robbed. The robbers just went right in. They're like, we don't care. How come the scalpers don't want perfect order booster packs? Oh, we can't scalp off of those. No. Here's a cold one. Called by the Grave. Here's Draco Tales, Sprat, Clockwork Knight. Okay. Here's Gimmick Puppet Fantasix Machinix. Okay. That's kind of like a Starlight Rare looking mother ever. All right. They did have security. The cops came quickly. He said the robbers were in there for just 2 minutes and then they ran out. Crazy how much damage you can do in 2 minutes, huh? Yummy surprise. Look at that yummy surprise. Ta-da! All right, I like it. Yummy surprise. Very fun. Super Quantum Red Layer. Whoa. What's the chase card in here, by the way, guys? What are we chasing after? Do we know? I don't even know. These are pretty new to me. Here's Stand Up Centurion. Would be cool if there was ghost rares in here. One more pack. Computer, give me X-ray vision to see pack hits. Here's Armarilla, the Star Leader Dragon. Whoa, that's a long name, dude. All right, so you walk away with 3 of these Starlight rares. All right. Look at that, Jen. So nice to have you hanging out with us. Very kind. All right. So, what did we do with you? Did you get your own box? I can't remember. I remember I did something. Oh, yeah. You're up top. Okay. There we go. Bring that back down here. And we're going to create a third bag for you and start stuffing these into. No, actually, you know what? Your hollows can go in here with these other hollows. How about that? Cash them outside. All right. We're having an unusually busy stream, so I'm sorry I haven't hosted the Sarah giveaway very well. There we go. Red Eyes Black Dragoon. Thank you, Jen. So let me show you the giveaway, everybody. This is the current giveaway. We have Miss Sarah. She's donated a whole box. And I'm going to hit refresh. So type in the name Sarah right now to get into this giveaway, okay? Just my homies, just the people who hanging out with us. Where my homies at? All right, now, what the hell? There's so many orders in the queue. So let me click on this. We have Team Rocket Grunt going big on these shuffles. Can't beat my spirit. 10 shuffles. All right. You got it, bro. 10 of them. I like it. Okay. These are the Pokey Shuffles, Jen. People have been going nuts on them ever since we introduced the re-roll mechanic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He ordered 10, so he gets one free. Buy 10, get one free on those. 5 of spades, Mario. Raikou. Well, I think that was the right move. You just pulled 2 cards pretty fast that I think are valued over the initial $50. Mario Stages and Raikou. Okay. Here's the 5 of spades, Mario. And the Raikou. Let's see. $0.48. All right, look at that. You have $120 worth. Look at that, guys. He went from $50 to $120. What are we doing here? So that's Mega Evolution Raikou English. Pay attention to that because, as you know, English cards a little more collectible because they're so much harder to grade. So it's a good-looking card. There's probably a good chance he becomes expensive in the future. Now, this one's already 10 years old. He's 11 years old. This is Poker Mario. You know I'm crazy for poker cards. Looks great on the back. Graded 10 by PSA. They're actually both solid cards, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. What are you thinking? Sweet Mario. Yahoo! It's me, Mario. All right. Reroll them both. All right. So this will incur them dropping both by $10. And this means you will get 20 pulls in a row. All right. We've got we got to restock both of them for 60 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're pulling $120 out from $50, and you're hoping to go higher than $120 on your next roll. That's what you're hoping for. Okay, so your roll is for 100. That's 20 cards. Did I do enough there? Hope I did enough there. I don't want to just accidentally re-grab the card I just put in there. 1, 2, 3 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good luck. 20 of these. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No! Right into Zera Aura. Now, I think the Zera Aura is a 2019 tag team, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure. So he might be a little bit expensive anyways. Let's find out. But I don't think that went to 120. Zera Aura. Here it is. Yep, it is Tag Team Zera Aura 2019. Dang. That re-rolled into a 50. It is. Could re-roll again and hope that it turns from 50 into like 70. Or you could go and bank the $50 slab and not risk it because you're still breaking even, right? You only sent in 50. The worst case scenario is you re-roll it and it goes below 50. All right, let's go get it. So this will go back in for 50. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's back in. You will get a reroll of 9 cards. And he will only be valued at 45 next time he comes back out. Ready? What's the biggest card in the box? Probably something worth 100. Probably a couple cards in there worth 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9 is your new number. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Umbreon. All right, that sounds promising, but I think it's a cheap Umbreon because I can't remember an expensive one being in there. I know there's a cheap Umbreon in there. All right, Umbreon's pretty good when it comes to resale. People usually buy Umbreons. Oh, it was a different Umbreon, so it could be an expensive one. Let's see what it is. I just passed the cheap one. Could be like Trick or Trade Umbreon, so you might be okay now. Let's see. Ah, one of the chase cards, I believe. Oh, from 120 down to 45 or down to 50, back up to 100. So that is Umbreon from Trick or Trade. He really is a $100 card. Check last sold on this, guys. That is English Umbreon from Trick or Trade, and he just goes for a lot of money. That's an example of a chase card, by the way, and that's the best thing you can pull. It's a $100 card. What are you thinking, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Look at this little bulk Snorlax. I'm gonna toss this in the binder break. I like the Umbreon. I'll keep it. All right, you got it. There we go. Team Rocket Grunt. So he went in for 50 and he came out with a $100 card, everyone. That's what happened there. And that's why those Poke Shuffles got really popular. I think people like being able to do that. Do I have anything to replace that with? Ooh, look at that. I think I paid $250 for that. I do like me some Mario cards, guys. I'm not going to lie. Mario's good. Mario's good. I made some big money on some Mario blooper cards online the other day. Maybe pull this guy in there. I don't know. I was tempted to take that Pikachu. Here, give me a second. I don't have a lot of time for this, so I got to hurry. Did you watch the movie? No, I didn't watch the movie. But I'm aware that they're making the movie, and that's a big deal. Are we sorted by cheapest? So the cheapest one is on Australia. It's $84 before you pay import fees. The cheapest one in the United States is $100 with $8 shipping. So we'll turn this into the next big hit. We're going to have that Umbreon replaced with this first place Pikachu. Have you ever seen that before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go, 20. That's a lot. It's a lot of cards. Somebody's probably gonna. Okay, let's see. What do we call this? First place red medal Pikachu T10 chase card. All right, all the information's on the card now. And this needs to go in the box. I'll actually put it in the back here so I don't accidentally grab it by mistake. I did that once. All right. I haven't been rotating these. Are you guys bored of these? Right on. This guy's over here. Here's a nice $150 Pikachu if you like Pikachu. All right. Team Rocky Grunt, thank you so much. We have Eric Rodriguez once into the XY pack split. That's Eric Rodriguez. I got to wrap up here. Daytime stream started late, so I'm sorry for that. But it's because I got almost no sleep at all. Really sad. Did you watch the movie? There we go. Yeah, those re-rolls are scary, huh? Ivan Rodriguez, 6 and Jeff, a spot on the Eevee. Okay. That's the gift for Mr. Ivan Rodriguez. Very nice gentleman. Rodriguez, 2, 6. And then Ivan Rodriguez, 2, Jeff. There goes. Happy birthday to Jeff. It's Jeff's birthday, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. We better count the number of spots we have in here. The hell? There it goes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are up to 7. 7 out of 10. Still time to trade to get in there. I sent an order like 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. There was quite a line built up there. It's because of those jumbo pack breaks. They take a while. All right, we have Team Rocky Grunt. There hasn't been an update to my shipment that I placed with you on Thursday. The shipping number is blah, 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 blah. Can you please look into it? It had several slabs. Let me think about it. So you placed an order on Thursday. Miss Alexis packed it on Saturday, but the mailman didn't pick it up till Monday, and today is Wednesday. I can look at it. The thing is, it ran really late because Miss Alexis missed the mailman. So it's possible they just haven't scanned it or something. I don't know. Status not available at the moment is what it tells me. Let's go to history. I'm sure it's fine. Status not available. That's weird. Usually it says, oh, label has been printed. So maybe there's been a malfunction with their tracking system. All right. On Thursday. What day was Thursday? Team Rocky Grunt. Maybe it's this one right here. Let's see. It says printed on my stamps.com. I can see that we have one from that day that says in transit. And so I can see there's actually a couple of them that just say printed. They don't say in transit yet. So some say in transit, some say printed. And, you know, what really should be the case is they should all say in transit. So here's my theory is that they're just not scanning them. Some of them are not scanned. So I would just give it some more time. Okay, man. They they went up much later than they were supposed to. Miss Alexis missed the mailman. Technically, there was a tornado watch, and so she didn't come in Friday. It was a tornado watch. One Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V pack for Mr. Joseph Smith. All right, Joseph Smith. My tracking's working fine. Same shipping day. Well, if you ordered on, let's say you ordered on like Sunday night or something, she came in on Monday and just immediately shipped. So that's very easy. But there were people who were waiting last week for the packages to go out, and the way it's supposed to work is she's supposed to come in Friday, get them all packed up. The Saturday mailman picks them up, but she missed the Saturday mailman because she didn't come in on Friday. And I told her, I was like, man, we can't do that. I told her, I was like, if you do that, it's going to make people feel pretty bad. And so I told her next time she's just got to tell me that she's going to miss it and then I got to do it. We are. But that's happened once or twice now, and I take it pretty seriously, believe it or not. It's a very serious issue to me. So if I say we ship on Monday and Friday, we got to ship on Monday and Friday. All right, Joseph Smith. Sounds famous. Can you put the Umbreon I pulled into consignment? Yep, I can do that for you. All right, this is the Umbreon that he just pulled. It's now available for sale. Okay, there it is. Now, the Yu-Gi-Oh! For Joseph Smith. Here's Linguribo. Linguribo, like linguini, like a mamma mia. Nothing crazy this time, Joseph. Here's this. All right. You know, I used to do all the shipping by myself back in the day, back in the Blue House. And we actually had heavier orders back then than we do now. But then again, I don't think I did 2 long streams per day. So I guess it's kind of trade-off. I think I used to do 1 long stream. I don't know. Am I working harder or am I working less hard these days? All right, here we are, Mr. Jeff. Sorry about the long wait, Jeff. So, let's see. Looks like you have 2 orders. Is that right? So you're jumping into the new jumbo pack break. Let me get this together. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm. Oh, what the hell? Oh my gosh. So the website's very wonky, Jeff. I have to like intentionally refresh it, or it does not show me the correct orders. It does look like you placed an order that should have already been taken care of. This one right here. So I apologize for that. And then let me grab this as well. You're going into the new round of the jumbo pack break. All right. That's round number 12. Well, Jeff, you got a birthday gift. That's kind of cool. You got placed into the tray slab over here. It's kind of neat. Let's see what we got here. You, Mr. Haha. Yeah. I'm back. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ivan? So here we go. Final fantasy for Mr. Jeff. Please let it be a Cocoa Ball. Imagine getting Cocoa Ball on your birthday. Probably not, though. All right, Hero. Ishgard, the Holy Pea. The Straw. Oh, I have a feeling this isn't a good one. Eye of Nidhogg. What? Summon Ixion. Here's Rejoin the Fight. Stiltskin Moogle Merchant. That's kind of cute. Forest. Prompto Argentum. Gaius Van Balsar, Unexpected Request, Thief's Knife, Magitech Armor, Treno Dark City, Cornered by Black Mages. Get out of there! Saxophone's Approach. Your feeling was correct. You know, it was the cards were area cards, like location cards, places, instead of cute little characters that are mascots of the game. So the moment you see that, you go, uh-oh. Prompto Argentum. Ooh. Stiltskin, Moogle Merchant. You're gonna have to guess my name. It's Rumple Foreskin. Eye of Nidhogg. The Straw. This guy's not even hollow. That's a problem. And Ishgard, the Holy Sea. Some locations are very expensive, just not this one. Just not the ones in this set. I see. Okay. Here we have it. I'm gonna go grab the Jeff Leon baggie, which we placed here. Okay. There we go. That's completed. And now, what do we have? Mr. Hawk, he says he would like second spot in the jumbo pack break. Damn, bro. He really likes the jumbo pack break. So he's got 2 spots in there. Okay. Jumbo pack break going off over and over and over. All right. And we got some emails to throw away. Oops. Hi there. We're confirming that your phone number was updated. My wife's in my accounts tinkering about. Mr. Carlos Sura, try again with the single snipe of Ascended Heroes. Good luck. Maybe it will happen. Who knows? We have to hand out that booster box of 151, guys. I think we're going to let it run tonight as well. So we're going to hand out a couple spots today and then the last couple of spots tonight. Gibble, Carcole, and Monkey Dory. Keep the dream alive, Mr. Carlos Sura. You never know. You might get the God Pack in one pull. We've seen crazier things happen. Actually, we just watched Miss Sarah Dusenberry do just that with Mega Charizard. So it's definitely possible. It's just really rare. There we go. All right. Keep on dreaming. PayPal orders are done. Look at us. We're actually wrapping up. Let's grab this over here. Oh, yes. Let's start handing out spots. We've got Silver Ranger going in, number 9. Silver Ranger, number 10. We've got 91 MR2. I'm going to put Mr. Ivan in here. Ivan's been very generous today. Thank you, Ivan. Mr. Ivan's hosted a couple giveaways. He gave 2 spots in here, which is $40. He also gave this away, too. I don't know if you guys caught this, but this is basically now a specialty break for first-time orderers. So Mr. AC is brand new and Christian Garcia is brand new. If you're brand new and you place an order, you'll be placed into this giveaway hosted by Mr. Ivan. Wow. So Ivan's just been really nice today. All right, we got Mr. Surge. I have an early order for 151 sup. Oh, you have an early order. Okay, let me take a look into that. So Surge and Opticody. I guess I hit the button twice. 13 Opticody. All right, as promised, here are the giveaway spots. Now we're going to hand out the rest tonight, I think. We usually like to hand out about 5. how much did we hand out in this stream? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we handed out 7 in this stream. So maybe you'll finish tonight. Maybe we run it one more stream. You think that's too far? I mean, it is $100 item. 3 streams, $100. Okay. So you're saying I might have missed an order. Let's see what you had. So you had 2 jumbo pack spots. We did do that one. And then before that, you had a 151 snip snip it. Yes, sir. All right, 151. Did you mean to cut it in half? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Hawk? You want this guy cut in half? Yeah, I might have missed that. I'm sorry. You know, it's easy to make a mistake like that because not a lot of people use the website. So your order looks kind of similar to itself. What's cool about the emails, when we do emails, once I've looked at them, they get marked as read. So it's very rare to miss an order with the emails. Did you notice that? But you go back to the website doesn't do that. Bro, my thing wasn't live. Law, my bad. Might be order 2615. Oh, man, my eyes are so tired. I'm so sleepy, guys. All right, so he says snip, snip it. Do you mean just open it up, or do you mean cut it in half? What's this? This imposter Gary Oak. You're asking what set this is? This is called 151 Surprise. It's an exclusive Chinese set. It contains a very desirable card, Pikachu Gengar. Cut it in half. Oh, snap. All right, so we're cutting this in half. All right, you got it, bro. So he is making a donation to the devil. Let's snip it in half. This could, in fact, contain the Gengar Pikachu. We won't know until it's over. And it looks like it was just a holo this time, just a holographic pack. Ah, here we are. Ooh. So he has made the sacrificial sacrifice. Now everyone will have good pulls. Okay. Thank you so much. So today's been a very busy daytime stream, surprisingly busy even for a Wednesday. Tonight, we'll have the Gengar Pikachu box getting closer to the end. It might end tonight. This trade break has 2 spots left. This jumbo pack break has 1 spot left. That's been very popular. That ran twice today. Um, the Nintendo Game Packs has wiggled forward by 1 spot, so this now has 4 out of 10 people. Still time to jump in here if you want in. All right, but once it gets close to the end, it could be tricky. People jump into breaks really fast when they're near the actual end. We also did see somebody taking a spot in here. So this is 2 out of 30 now. It's got a long way to go. Jeff Leon, happy birthday, Jeff. So we'll see you guys in the nighttime stream. If you don't want to miss it, smash the subscribe button, and YouTube will let you know when I go live. See you later, everyone. All right.